And welcome back to Stop, Drop, and Roll. We're a group of friends turned found family who love ourselves some Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Daniel Kim. I'm the Dungeon Master here. And without further ado, I think we'll just go ahead and introduce our cast. We're going to start it off with Gavin.
Hey, I'm Gavin. I play Poe Swiftmist. He's a halfling warlock ranger. All passion, baby. And his pronouns are he, him.
Nice. Thanks, Gavin. All right, and then now, Zach. Been a long while, buddy.
Hello, my name is Zach. It is good to be back. I play Emerin Swiftmist, the halfling rogue swashbuckling, fiercely is something. It's good to be back.
Just more adjectives.
And sounds good. Emerin's pronouns are he, her.
She, her?
What? She, her. Excuse me. Wow.
You're good. Awesome. And then,
Sorry.
She's breaking the mold, man.
You know what? We'll give you a couple minutes. We'll give you an hour to warm up. Awesome. And then Andrew, you can come in for us, bud.
Hey, I'm playing Joko, the Vengeance Paladin.
Whoop, whoop.
Still mad about everything, and now my favorite person to be mad at is back. Hey, Zach. Joko's pronouns are he, him.
Oh, so excited for all the arguments today. All right, and then next up on the docket is Kyle.
Hello, I'm Kyle. I play Artie, the Chronergy Wizard. Pronouns he, him.
All right.
And, yeah.
And last but certainly not least, Becca.
Hey, I'm Becca. I play Fen, the Eladrin elf sorcerer, and Fen's pronouns are they, them.
Awesome. Before we get started, we have a couple of really quick announcements for you guys. We've been working hard on a couple of things that have been coming down the pipeline, and we're super excited to announce them for you all. But the first of which that we have today that we can talk about is we finished character templates. A great friend of ours on the show, Amaka, also known as Bochi Mochi as an artist, has done some amazing work and has graphic designed some incredible character templates so that you'll see in the middle of the game, every so often, you'll see a pop-up of each character's stats and then their art next to them, so you guys can start putting faces to names. And for those of you guys who've been wondering about what everyone's discrete stats are, levels, and classes are, you guys can see that all in front of you in the middle of the game. So I hope you guys are excited to see those. Those will be going by. Not all of them will happen today, but you'll see them cycle through over the next couple of weeks. It should be really fun. And a huge shout out to Maka for all the amazing work she did on that. Thank you so much. And I think with that, we got a couple announcements for next week, but we'll hold on to those for now. Get excited. And I think with that, go ahead and grab a drink, have a seat, and get ready for some hot dice-based storytelling.
Pew, 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 pew.
Fucking.
That's usually how it is, right? All right, and we're back. All right. Well, last we left off, the Grim Troupe delved further into the unseelie territory in the Feywild, pursuing after the first of 3 demon incursions in the Feywild that they learned about. This one apparently led by the forces of Demogorgon. And so as they were going through, trekking farther and farther into the Feywild, they were suddenly heard these like bony hooves, like a bunch of clattering horse hooves as they looked behind them, and they were being pursued by a group of headless horsemen known as the Headless Hunt, the personal bloodhounds of Baba Yaga. After finding out that they've been pursued, they quickly created at least a gap of time where those headless horsemen would not be able to follow them, delaying their pursuit. But now with the knowledge that because of the troops' actions, Baba Yaga certainly seems to be interested in getting them for what they did to her. With that, the troop went further in and encountered a small town, this bubbling, gurgling naiad small river town in the Feywild that seemed to be under attack by a group of demons. They investigated and found out that these demons had like corrupted some of the dryads in the area with this black, viscous, icky liquid. Joka was able to undo most of the effects with his remove curse, and they went to the edge of town, seeing the corruption in action as this huge pig-like boar demon with huge tusks and flying above them shoved this black liquid into the mouth of one of the dryads, corrupting it in front of their eyes. And as the troops saw this, they took down the Nalfeshni, that demon, and were able to grab onto one set of that vial as well as subdue and the remaining corrupted dryad. They are, however, still there. You all are currently in that area, that little glade where you've been fighting the Nalfeshni. And as you are there, the 2 corrupted dryad are currently bound by a rock. That nine-tailed fox is there, kind of just like sitting nearby, seemingly one of the family members of the people who were working in the hot spring. And as you guys are all sitting there trying to debate what to do with these dryad and with this situation and with this vial, that is where we pick up our story today. All right. You find yourselves in the purple and pink and various corrupting, just kind of color shades of this corrupted glade. And as you're looking out, you see that those 2 corrupted dryad are indeed bound. One of them is huge, like this massive, like cedar tree, like person, more tree than person, currently bound and like unable to move any of their limbs, with horrible jutting like growths out of what would be their eye and their ear. The other one also corrupted as well, a smaller, seemingly dryad who has been affected by whatever was the consequences of this Nalfeshni's doing. And as you guys pull yourselves out of the river where you guys were fighting the Nalfeshni, dripping wet, this is where you guys find yourselves. What are you doing?
How tied up are these dryads? Like, is there any way that they can get out?
Right now they seem relatively well bound. You can go in and just make an investigation check, or just tie them further if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll just make an investigation check and
Sure.
time further if I need to.
Sounds
I just
good.
want to ritual cast something, but I don't want to do it if they're 16. 16.
They seem bound enough, at least for the next, probably you'd imagine like 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
They seem to be struggling against their binds a little bit, but you imagine you can keep them subdued for a good amount of time.
Okay, guys, I want to spend some time studying this vial. Maybe I can learn a little more about it, and then perhaps after that we can find other ways. Because, Shoko, I don't think you can just, like, remove the dangers from them for every person we meet, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that takes a lot.
Yeah, so I'm just going to sit down over on this tree stump, and I'll try to see if I can identify, so I'll have my little black vial.
Sounds good.
And I'll
Okay.
ritual cast Identify, focusing on the magic within this very pretty place.
Okay.
Like trying to pull the colors of the trees and everything to help me see better.
Sounds good. As magic begins to swirl around you, you kind of focusing in on this vial. That's going to take about the next 10 minutes or so, as like this small swirl of Feywild magic begins to rotate around you. Go ahead and roll that d20 for me, bud.
It's a 19.
It's odd. Okay, so you do need
Yeah.
to roll on the magic wild surge table.
Oh, wait, Daniel.
Does it use a spell slot though?
I remember I said if it's like a leveled spell and you use it, even if it's ritual. I think last time we
Oh,
still had
okay.
you roll it.
Daniel, quick question.
Yes.
I have a unicorn, and
you do have a
I
unicorn.
have.
Oh my
I
God,
believe I'm
that's
currently
right.
exploding with magic over off in this corner.
Yes.
I don't know how that will affect my concentration on my
Oh yeah, that is
identify, but
happening, isn't
I was
it?
like, oh, okay, I'll roll it a D100. I was like, wait a second.
You rolled 4 of them, I believe, right?
Yeah, I got 6 more coming.
You got
That was
6 more
the-
to go. All right, but
That was
for
that was the 21 from the spell I just cast, which was identify.
yeah. You know what? For sanity's sake, just go ahead and roll a D100 6 times in the chat.
Okay, that was 1,
my
and there's
God.
the other 5.
Okay. Okay, great. That's fine. 61, 14, 13. 61. Okay. All right. You for the next minute, you find yourself needing with the compulsion to shout whenever you speak, Artie. The 14 and the
Well,
13.
I
Oh,
talk to
God.
myself when I'm casting identify, so I'm just screaming like ritual words and arcane sigils at the
I need
ground.
you to make 2 wisdom saving throws, Artie.
Is this against magic?
This is against your own magic, yeah.
Does that count as me having advantage as a gnome?
Yes, you would have advantage against that
Hell
because
yeah.
you are
Ooh, nice. It's against my own spell save, right?
yes it is.
Ooh, meet it, beat it on the first one.
Okay, good.
Easy.
Oh no.
Not meet it, beat it on the second one, so I
Okay.
failed the second one.
You were confused. You were confused.
Oof.
That will expire at the end of a minute.
Okay. So I'll just take an extra minute identifying.
the
Probably
the
then.
unicorn kind of trots up to you and kind of like whimpers as it like nuzzles its head against you, kind of like accompanying you for the next minute. And after the minute passes, the unicorn like trots off into the distance and vanishes in a puff of shower of sparks and smoke and fairy dust.
Probably could have used the unicorn a little more wisely than that, but that's okay.
Nice.
You know,
It would have been nice, wouldn't it?
we live our lives.
And then the last one is after the confusion settles, and it seems like everything is settled down from this burst of wild magic that was just surging out of you. You kind of take a deep breath and you think, okay, I think I'm ready to cast it again. And so you go to focus in on your spell, and as you go to speak your incantations, bubbles start coming out of your mouth. And you're not able to speak for the next minute. It's
Shouting
gonna.
Are they
bubbles.
really loud bubbles?
Yeah. It's a good little scene.
I think in this moment, all of us have stopped what we're doing and we're just staring at Artie like having a time.
Oh yeah,
Having a
100%.
magical stroke.
Yeah.
He is
True.
indeed. Artie is having. Artie is like the most incredible like 3rd Street Promenade performer right now. It's certainly a sight to behold. Is there anything that you guys want to do while Artie is having a seizure?
Yeah.
Fen, go ahead.
And shouting.
I'm
violently.
gonna. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk over to the 5-tailed foxes and these
Okay.
corrupted dryads, and I'm gonna come up to this fox here and just say, "Is this everybody that has been affected? Is there anybody else that we need to be looking out for?"
She's kind of gasping and holding her chest a little bit winded from the fight that just occurred. Yeah, it is. It's a real shame though. This she points up to the larger cedar tree looking figure. This is our elder of the town. If they were gonna get anyone, this was really not the one to get.
I'm so sorry. Look, we're going to do whatever we can to help.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Is there anything I can do? What was this?
Poe, do you want to come over here and sort of explain what's going on?
Yeah. Let me just and I assume I'm still poisoned, so I'm having
You
a
are
time
indeed.
as well.
You are poisoned for the next 2 hours, my friend.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna limp over. Oh, yeah, so these are demons. They're, you got yourself a bit of
Hold
an
on.
invasion.
What's wrong with you?
Why do you look like that?
I think I'm just my insides hurt. I don't know. I think that guy poisoned me or something.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna be able to fucking listen to you grunt for the next 2 hours. So, give me your arm.
Yep. Joko, you're gonna help me? I lift out my arm eagerly.
Joko reaches out and, similar to what he did with Fen, he's going to wrap his hand around Poe's forearm, and then grip it extremely hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to use 5 points of lay on hands to remove the poisoned effect from Poe.
You got it.
And he's just gonna grip his forearm as hard as he can as like the magic flows through and like burns all the poison away from Poe's veins.
You got it. Poe, you feel like your insides are on fire all of a sudden. Like you just ignited. Like just this intense, horrible pain. On top of the fact that Joko is just like, just almost like crushing your arm. And you just feel this intense shock, like white shock of pain, like that your mind like blanks out for a moment. And then after you blink through that moment of agony, kind of like gasping hard for breath, you feel less nauseated and like the poison has kind of almost evaporated from your veins.
And I think after that moment passes, I look up at Joko and I say, surprised, "Thanks, Joko." Anyway, yeah, you got demons. It's a demon invasion.
Right.
I was able to get something out of that guy, and he said that their base or their encampment, their general is just west of us across that river. I think the direction that it was flying. I can't tell you why they're corrupting your dryads, your tree folk here, but I imagine it can't be good. So, yeah, they're invading, and I imagine they're not going to stop until we get to the heart of it.
She kind of looks at the land as well, kind of gesturing around you. The land itself wasn't like this either. This is recent. It's like the whole forest is becoming like this. Spreading from the west, you said? She kind of puts her face in her hands and kind of like strokes a little bit of like one of her tails, kind of absent-mindedly. That does make sense. All right.
You know, I wonder, and Joko, this might be more your expertise, but maybe they're, some like low-key version of terraforming. I don't know if that's a thing in this world. Like maybe they're transforming your land into land suitable for them, spreading their corruption to make it more suitable for demon inhabitation, I guess. That's again, Joko, that's your expertise.
I mean, I don't fucking know anything about demons. Like, I don't know what they want to do with it, right?
But like the soil, like do you know? Like this doesn't seem natural, does it?
I'll bend down and grab up a handful of soil and sift it through my fingers.
Yeah, as you're kind of looking down at it, it's weird because you've kind of like seen the soil quality of like the forest kind of behind you, and they've been mostly like insanely vibrant. Like if you started a farm here, it would probably be the most widely successful farm like you'd ever had. There's just like this natural like vibrant life that fills this place in the Feywild. But as you're kind of like checking out the soil quality here in at least the opening portion of this area, it's almost like this is entirely like the soil composition is completely shifting. It's like half of it is like some of the soil that you had encountered earlier, but like now as you're kind of like sifting it through your fingers, it's like half of it is like isn't even like look like it's native to this area. It's like clay and hardened and like almost like it's kind of like got this oh gosh, what's the word? It's like like half solid, half liquid kind of a matter where it hardens upon pressure and then like kind of liquefies when there's no pressure like enacted on it. Gummy and horrible.
Like wet sand at the beach, kind of?
More like those experiments that you'd make with like glue and with like water, and then you'd make this like like kind of a half solid, half liquid type of a thing, something like that. Highly
Like
unnatural.
slime.
Exactly, something like that. I forget what it's called. It's like
Plasma?
it's like a Newtonian fluid or a Newtonian solid or something like that. A non-Newtonian fluid.
Non-Newtonian?
Non-Newtonian fluid, yeah. Something like that.
It's syrup.
A little bit.
The ground is
It's
maple
also like
syrup?
hard whenever you like grasp onto it. It's not natural, for sure.
Do I have any idea what the goal of a demon would be in taking over this land?
You could make a religion check for me. With what little knowledge you know, you can make a religion check. You can make a history check, maybe. Either of those, I'd take.
Okay. So history. It's a 14.
14, not too terrible. You're kind of a farmer, so your knowledge on
Kind of.
You are a farmer, so you aren't exactly an expert on hunting down demons or anything, but you've heard of like other areas in the world where demons have broken into. They're bad, obviously. They come from the lower planes. Generally, you're not exactly sure what their tactics would be. But everything you've heard, it seems like it starts out slow, and then like all at once, it's like a dam breaks and like they invade an area. That's all that 14 would kind of net you. It's very general knowledge.
I mean, fuck it, this place is not natural, right? But this doesn't feel like the kind of soil that would be in a place like this, Like all these fucking trees and flowers everywhere. The soil will be a little, not fucking like this. And I like drip it into my hand, and then I like snap it in half when it turns like into that solid.
Yeah. It's
Like,
very
that's fucked up.
yeah. It kind of gives you like a little bit of a shudder down your spine. It's like almost like it
But I
might.
think the thing
be
is,
alive.
if you were trying to figure out what they wanted to do with it, I think you can't go this way. You gotta know what they want to do, and then it would point you in the direction of what's gonna happen to the land. Because I got no idea what they're trying to do with the land here, Like if they're trying to grow at something or make sure nothing grows, I don't know.
All right. Artie, it's about this time that you've probably exhausted from your wild magic seizure. You are now able to recast your identify if you want, or your identify if you want. Ritual casting it.
Yeah, no. I'll
Sounds
give
good.
it another shot.
Give it another whirl, buddy.
Or so you want me to
D20, please.
5,
It's odd again.
88.
88. All right, Fen flies again.
Hell yeah.
But you can drop concentration on it
Fuck
if you
yeah.
want, and then just like continue ritual casting the thing.
Fen, do you want to like scope out the area real quick?
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Okay.
This time when Fen starts to take off, Emeren's gonna run over, jump, and try to grab onto their ankle and yell upwards, "Take me with you, I wanna fly!"
Go ahead and
Artie
make...
will get ready to feather fall because he knows where this is going.
Yeah, Emran, go ahead and make an athletics check for me. Also, Fen, are you willing?
Yeah, I'll actually help.
Okay, great. Go ahead and make an
I'll,
athletics check with
grab on.
advantage, Emran.
Fantastic.
Emeren's tiny.
Oh my gosh, the same roll both times.
But it's to hold on while Fen is flying,
Oh yeah.
13, Daniel.
Not too bad. You seem like you're pretty well situated. You kind of like get on, kind of koala back on Fen's back, and kind of like press your face against her, against their shoulder blades. Your hair kind of whipping off in the distance. Your red hair kind of occasionally, sometimes Fen, when you fly at an odd angle, whipping into your face, and you're, But it's like, but you guys, as you guys start to, you guys want to soar off the ground?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go. Presumably, this just lasts until.
Yeah, I was gonna say Artie doesn't actually know the spell, so as they're flying up, he's kind of like, wait, how long does this go for?
Like,
Like, oh shit. And I'm gonna like kind of start like walking towards them, like, oh god, I don't know when it's dropping. This is dropping anytime. Like,
Alright.
like, yeah, guys, like giving a thumbs up from the ground, but really like, oh shit, they're gonna fall, they're gonna fall.
Concerned parent.
Very
yeah,
concerned
Fen is
parent.
just like shooting directly up, like above the
Alright.
treetops, sort of trying to be able to like see in all directions.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Poe, as you're talking to this multiple-tailed fox woman, Fen just all of a sudden poof, like leaves behind a cloud of dust in your face as Fen launches up with Emran, the two of them like sailing into the air like more than 60 feet, just like just creating this like small like trail of dust from where they just launched off at the speed that they went. And you can see all around you, Fen. Just kind of like the swirling treetops behind you of this beautiful Feywild expanse of that like mushroom-esque forest. And then in front of you, you start to see the kind of like darker signs of corrupted land. If you want to make a perception check for me, you can. Or you can just fly around and enjoy a ride if you want to.
No,
Daniel?
I'm looking. Go ahead.
Sorry, real quick, Becca. Daniel, to anything Fen is going to be doing, I'm going to be using my help action.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm along for the ride, so perception checks, all that, just help along with that.
Sounds good.
Sick. Yeah, specifically, Daniel, I want to be looking for like what direction we should be going next based on if we see any like signs of demons or like if the corrupted land goes off in any specific direction. And then I also want to be keeping an eye out for those headless horsemen.
Ah, okay. Go ahead and make a perception check at advantage, please.
Awesome. Okay,
Emran is helping you
13,
out.
15 plus 5 is 20. Dirty 20.
Ooh, 20 total. Nice. Great. As you're kind of scanning around the territory with a dirty 20, that's pretty good. You look out to the west, and it seems the corruption gets deeper and more obvious. You watch as there's kind of blackened tree roots and purplish veins that seem to crawl up those same structures. It looks like it's like you can see a gradient of shift from that verdant like reds and neon greens and like even like vibrant blues and that twilight sky like kind of shift into this darker, more like unnatural like pink and purple like hued palette towards the west. It seems like that's where you want to go. And you swear it's like quite in the distance, maybe around where the horizon line is, maybe a little bit before, but there seems to be some sort of glowing light to the west.
Cool.
Pink in coloration.
Great. No sign of the horseman guys.
As you're looking around behind you, doesn't seem like it. At least not from this angle.
Okay. Thank God. Cool. Well, then I'll just like sort of start heading back down, but I'm doing like a little bit of like a little loop-de-loop, and I'm trying to give Emran like a fun ride.
Good. Sounds good. That action and that kind of check around. You guys have been flying around for probably about like 2 minutes or so. You loop to loop. You get to the ground, no problem.
Great.
All right.
Yeah, so probably not a big shock, but west is where we want to go. It just seems like the corruption in the land gets worse as you go that way, and couldn't quite see, but somewhere like along the horizon there seems to be some sort of light. Maybe that's where they're coming from.
Yeah, makes sense. Obviously,
West it is then.
We're gonna be. Wait, I'm trying to figure out what's in this vial.
All right. What
are you doing?
I don't know what the big fucking holdup is. Just fucking look at it, why don't you?
Artie, for your sanity. After about 30 minutes of trying to do this unsuccessfully, you finally get through to the identify. This, as you're kind of like peering over the black liquid, which has this like viscous movement as you shake it in the vial, it's not magical. Doesn't have any magical like qualities about it, as if it's been enchanted or if there's a spell on it. It's not even a potion. You identify it as a bodily fluid.
Ew.
but from what creature you do not know.
Don't like that. Can you not have that be what I identify?
It is what you identified.
Okay.
As you're kind of looking at it too, there seems to be more information that can be gleaned from this, but not from like a magical perspective. If anything, you need like an alchemist's expertise, or even an alchemist kit.
Interesting. Okay, guys, so I don't think this is like a magical potion that's being put in the dryads. I think it's like some sort of other fluid. Are any of you guys good at alchemy by chance? Any of you guys have like make potions on the side that I didn't know about?
What? Oh,
Okay, so the
alchem.
no,
No,
it's a no.
no.
Anyone?
If you want to try to make like an insight check against Fen, you can, because Fen doesn't respond, and they're sort of like looking off to the side and
Being a
But
bit
it's a little-
shady.
a little bit shady. Yeah, if you wanted to make an insight check, you could.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna push them.
Okay.
So I wouldn't
That's
even
fine.
bother. Like, if no one offers, I'm just gonna go to the fox lady.
Cool. Fen just shrugs then.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's fine. I don't push people too much. I'll go to the fox lady and ask
Okay.
her if
Okay.
she knows anyone who might be able to help me.
In our town, we run a hot spring, like an onsen. I don't know if I don't think that's the kind of expertise you're looking for. I know, over to the east, there's the city of Sanctuary. I know they have a poultice and potion shop. I think they have some alchemical knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if you ever wanted to stop by this hot spring when things kind of tide over, it's always available.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate it.
Run by
I
me
think
and my
we'll
sisters.
definitely be doing that. Yeah. Mhm.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah, what's up?
How long have we been traveling since our last rest? Like, what time is it?
So it's probably
roughly?
getting into late afternoon.
Late afternoon. Okay.
Yes.
And Fen, how far away is was like you said there's something glowing. Is that like a day's journey, an hour's journey? Like
It was all the way over to the horizon, right, Daniel? So how long would I estimate?
You imagine if you guys make quick pace, like you guys could probably get there within a day's journey, but that means that you guys would have to get there tomorrow.
Right. If we were really hauling ass, I guess we could get there in a day, but I think we'd gotta sleep first.
yeah, I think I'm fine with sleeping first too. I just wanna I just don't want to take too long because I don't know if this
Right.
like grows. You know what I mean?
Oh, ew. Yeah.
Like whatever's corrupting the forest, I don't want its like level of clearly it's destroying part of it. I don't want to just let it go.
Right.
So I think we
right,
should.
yeah.
I don't mind resting, but I don't really want to just dally. You know what I mean? Does
Yeah,
everyone
well,
else
I mean,
agree
we
with me on
can-
that?
We can walk until we get tired, and then we can make camp and get there tomorrow afternoon.
What if the Naiad? Do you have a name?
I'm not a naiad. The naiads are the water spirits. My name is Kali.
Kali. Yes.
I'm
sorry for
Kitsune.
that mix-up. Kitsune. Okay, Kali. Are you all safe here? I'm thinking it might be ideal for you and your people to make your way to Sanctuary as soon as you can. That might be the only safe place as of now.
Well, my sisters and I, we have a business that we're running here. We can't just up and abandon it, you know?
How many people have you seen come through here recently that are not demons?
Occasionally the unseelie stop by. When they're not too ornery, they're pretty friendly. We had the theater stop by a couple of days ago as well.
Oh.
Sorry, what?
There's a theater here?
Yeah, the theater.
They
A
were here a couple
traveling
days ago.
theater?
Yeah.
Do you
Poe
know
looks
what...
at Emran. Like,
Joko face palms. These.
Do you,
He said, Joko to himself. He goes, "These fucking nerds."
True.
do you happen to know where they were headed?
I think they were traveling deeper towards the north, I believe. I think they were going to play at some sort of Archface Castle, maybe. I don't know.
Got it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
they're quite famous around here.
all right, well, I don't think this is going to stop anytime soon until we deal with these demons, so keep yourself safe. Yeah, stay indoors. Don't let anyone in, and whatever you have to protect yourselves,
All right.
use it.
Well, now that we know what they're capable of, me and my sisters, she kind of like grins mischievously, and you watch as each of the tails lights a small flame. Says, we can defend ourselves.
Oh, sick. Okay, great.
Emran's slightly intimidated, just kind of like on the floor after being completely like loop-de-looped and dizzy is just,
And Poe is slightly intrigued. Well, what do we say we take a little rest here, guys, and then we head out in a few hours? What do you think?
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay.
sounds
Right.
good.
Sounds good. Would you all like
Just
to
l-
come back to
Wait,
the
are we gonna
springs?
sleep here?
I thought he meant like a 15-minute rest.
Maybe
Then-
like a 1 hour rest, like a short rest.
Yeah, I think like a short rest, and then we'll travel for a couple more hours, then sleep.
I mean, why not sleep here though?
I mean,
It's just wasting time.
yeah, I don't really want to waste time. It's not night.
Yeah,
right
we're gonna
now.
have to rest anyway, though, right?
No, right, yeah, but like, it's like if we rest here,
We're further
Well,
away
yeah,
from our
I-
destination.
but I guess it doesn't matter, like, we can just sleep and then go, and then it's like we spend the same amount of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're
'Cause
gonna have
it's
to
all-
rest
you know,
somewhere.
It's not like it's gonna be dark. We can always just travel.
Okay, that's fine. I
Alright.
just need to prep the area because I don't really want any horsemen coming by.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
So just wherever you guys want to set up camp, let me know and I'll get to work.
Kali, would you mind if we stayed here with you for some time as
Well, of
we
course.
got some rest?
Well, yeah, we'll, she kind of looks over at the corrupted, treant and the corrupted dryad. I'll get some more, things to make sure they're tied down nice and tight, and then, yeah.
Hold on. Which
sorry?
one of you guys? Which one of them did you say was the more important one?
Our elder
Just the big one.
is the treant, yeah.
Is that this guy? And I walk over next to the one he pointed to, or she
Yes,
pointed to.
Yes, that's him.
All right. Got it. And Joko is going to hold up his arm and gather a little bit of power in the palm of his hand, then make a fist, and then like kind of punch into the center of the treant to where the black fluid is, and cast remove curse with his last
Sounds
third
good.
level spell
You
slot.
watch as the kitsune gives out a little gasp. Like, what are you doing? And as you punch in and kind of do the same thing, feeling that awful black liquid start to like almost like climb up your arm, you release that radiant magic again and watch as the whole thing like evaporates and dissipates like this foul acrid smoke from within the body of this treant. The huge like growths coming out of where the eye sockets would be begin to recede and crumble away. A couple of the other things that were like seemed to be like these like almost like purplish veins that were running through it seem to vanish, and you watch as the figure grasping their chest, where you've now left like a nice fist-sized hole in about where the sternum would be. Quite painful.
Where am I?
I don't know. It's like she said onsen.
What? I'm at the hot spring.
Yeah, don't worry. Sorry, I know it's confusing. You were corrupted by a demon that was attacking the town. Like your friend right there.
Yes, I remember. Oh no. Carly, is that you?
Kali kind of spurs up. Yes, Elder Bramberbeard. You were right. You weren't quite yourself.
Oh, I feel a bit sick, but think I can manage now.
He begins to like step onto his feet. You hear the kind of shaking from his huge like feet like roots, kind of like balancing himself up. This large cedar-like tree and kind eyes, and it seems to be like this like kind of like a wrap of brambles and thorns that seems to almost mimic some sort of like beard and mustache, kind of draping down from his chin.
Oh, well then.
He turns to you, Ajoko.
Young man, thank you for your help. You seem to have left quite the impression on me.
This guy's funny.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Whatever you need from our town, you're more than welcome to have access to it. I must go and check on the other citizens, make sure no one else was hurt.
He begins to like stumble over, kind of like deep, heavy footfalls as he goes and walks deeper into the town. Great. If you guys want, Callie will escort you back to the hot springs. If you guys wanted.
I'm gonna
Hell
ask
yeah.
if anyone has any ivory, but because he said you're welcome to anything in the town, and I'm desperate for ivory.
How much are you thinking?
Like about like let's say in theory there's another realm where they play a game called football, like about
Yes.
that big.
About a football's size.
Yes.
No, American football or
He kind of like looks at his big tree stump. He kind of looks at his big tree stump and kind of curls his toes. He's like,
I'm more of a fan of the European kind, but I'll see what I can do. And he kind of like waddles
European,
off.
what? What is that?
He's
Call
going to
him
the
a
bathroom.
peon.
Give
He
him
said
space.
you're a peon, Joko.
Poe checks his pants right now.
Stupid.
Anyways, he goes out for a
Don't
bit, sees
spread.
what he can do. You can see him kind of like ducking into various houses, or even sometimes like striding through the wood, like what you saw at Sanctuary, where they like touch the wood and they seem to like move straight through it, like the wood is itself kind of like gliding through them. As you guys go to the hot springs, you kind of see him kind of talking to different people in the background, kind of repairing some of these broken off bridges by like moving his tree roots. Like, you know, like Groot when he like, you know, speared a bunch of people and started like shaking them back and forth. He like grows a bunch of bridges just by like using his limbs. It's pretty interesting.
That's cool.
But as you guys move over to the hot spring, Kali, like kind of swishing your tails, kind of like brings you over, where you see that some of the ladies that you guys saved at the hot spring are already hard at work trying to repair some of the front of their shop, kind of going. You see the little girl that was hiding underneath the table, Fen, is currently propped up on the shoulders of one of her sisters, is kind of like fixing up the sign and kind of like re-angling it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's her. She's the one who helped me. She kind of like reaches down and like looks over and kind of gives you a wave from up top, gives a wave of like one of her two little tails.
Fen waves back.
Oh, well, this is our place, me and my sisters. Tonight is free of charge, for sure. If you ever wanted to come back, though, you can always make sure that you can have a good stay here at the spring.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, just go in and take your shoes off at the entrance. We don't want any dirty paw prints. She kind of like sweeps her feet, kind of licks like a little bit of her hands, kind of like whatever dust was on them, like a bit of like a pup, and then kind of ducks her head and moves inside.
Daniel,
Yes.
before I go into the hot spring, I think Poe wants to find like an open area, sort of like on the outskirts of town, somewhere that's a little separate.
Okay.
And he's gonna do just a little bit of like a training montage, if you will. He has a lot of demon hate, like pent up demon rage right now. So he's focused, and he wants to sort of find like a field, and he's sort of like just gonna practice using his sickle and like maneuvering that with his eldritch blasts, and just sort of preparing himself for to kick some demon ass, because he feels strongly about that.
Sounds good. As you're kind of like
so I'm gonna do
weaving
that.
about, you can find a secluded corner behind the hot spring. Seems to be around the outskirts of town. While your friends are currently like engaging. You set down a lot of your equipment, your bow on the side, and you begin like working up a sweat as you're just training. All right, thank you.
Please keep it coming.
I appreciate it. Hans Zimmer, thank you so much for joining the call. It's really nice to have you in the soundtracks. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna go the whole time.
All right, Poe, as you're doing it, as you're working a bit of a sweat, you start like gasping a little bit, kind of like feeling the grips on your sickle and on your eldritch blast, kind of leaving like charges off in the dirt, like just kind of this frustration all throughout your body. And you see the bow glowing on the ground where you've put it on the side next to a couple of your other stuff.
Have I seen that before?
Occasionally. You saw it glow when you killed the demon when you were interrogating it.
I'm gonna pick up the bow and ready an arrow and look around me if I see anything.
Right. You watch as the magical weave of that bowstring begins to knit itself together like a greenish white magical string that weaves itself together, and you knock a bow. And you're kind of feeling the hum of the bow. Joker, are you there?
Am I there?
You said hey?
Oh no, that was me.
Oh, that was you.
I was saying, wait, what?
Oh, sorry, that was you. I was like, someone said hey. What? All right.
I said hey too if anyone's around.
Okay.
Hey, anyone there?
You kind of speak out. There's no response. You can hear your friends kind of splashing in the hot spring. A little bit of lull conversation. And then like a breeze, like whispering through your head. You hear, oh.
Uh-huh.
Then it's gone.
Do I recognize this voice?
Go and make an insight check for me.
Okay. Oh, quite good. 18.
18. You're trying to put it. It doesn't sound like Grost, which gives you like a bit of a sigh of relief, because at first like that first is like your butt tenses a little bit.
Absolutely.
But it sounds familiar somehow. You're just trying to remember where. The voice is softer and a lot kinder. You can't tell if the voice is male or female. You're trying to think like where you've heard this voice before. And it's like right there on the tip of your tongue, on the edge of your memory. Like a warm memory, but you just can't. You can't quite place it. It's frustrating.
I'm gonna latch onto that. It's just sort of like, when you hear something peculiar, it just like will stick out in your brain for some time. I think I'm focusing on it to sort of remember what that sounded like.
Okay.
And then I'll put the bow down and I'll continue my training for a little bit longer until I've sort of exhausted myself, and then I'll meet up at the springs.
Ba-dum-bum. All right. Okay.
There's like sweat glistening off my arms. It's pretty sweet.
Gotcha.
He just kisses a vein, and sun-kissed skin just glows in the air.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A drop of sweat beads off and flies in motion.
Totally. As you
There's
guys
a
are
stench, but it's like a sexy stench, you know?
Ooh, I don't know about that. As you guys are, the rest of you kind of go through this changing area. There is one for female, one for male, and one for non-binary people. Very, very inclusive, this hot spring.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, as you guys get changed, then you guys go out. It seems to be like this co-ed open air hot spring. There seems to be a couple of dryads already seemingly taking a soak. No clothes on. And you're unsure if that's like a dryad thing or if that's like the normal decor of like that's how you're supposed to be winging it. But it seems very relaxing as it like ends up in this like beautiful, small, like multicolored, light dappled area where these small little fireflies almost seem to be like bobbing around the area. A mix of fireflies and fairy lights. Couple of small little statues of small dragons, small butterflies kind of dotting the area. Just letting you breathe easy, which was not the case when you were fighting the demons in this area. As you do so, it's just nice. Take a breath. It's relaxing as you guys kind of like take a moment. Junkie kind of comes over and looks at the vial that you were peeking at, Artie, and tries to take a drink, and you just hit his hand out of the way.
My vial. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No demon junkie. No. I said no demons. You know what happened last time you became a demon, okay? I don't need to mention it.
All right, and Junkie kind of like kind of skitters up to your head and kind of pouts a little bit, nestling in between your curls of your hair. Yeah. If there's anything else.
Sorry, not the curls of his hair. Artie is currently bald. Thank you very much.
No, I'm not bald anymore.
His hair did grow back.
My hair grew back.
It grew back.
Oh, it did.
Wait, it all grew back at once?
I did
Or is
say
it
that
currently
on
growing
the
back?
day. Which one's more fun? I don't know.
Single Urkel curl.
It's just a little bit of stubble all over a bald, right over a head. Just a little bit of.
He's
stubble.
currently at like a 1. buzz cut.
Artie's just been minor illusioning his hair this whole time, like trying to make it look like his beard is back.
A magical toupee.
Yeah, exactly.
Did anyone find the ivory for me?
Yeah, after a bit, you watch as there's a package kind of like laid in what seems to be like a little bit of like it seems like dried leaves has like been wrapped in twine, and you watch as like the Bramblebeard, the town elder, brings over what looks to be a fair-sized, like maybe slightly larger than a football, like boar's tusk, as he kind of like brings it over to you.
Hopefully this will suffice.
Yes, this is perfect. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
No worries.
I'm
It's
so
the
excited.
least that I can do.
This is great. Oh, I'm so excited to work on this. Thank you.
Of course.
Hey, Adi.
Yeah.
What about the rock that I need, right? What's that called?
Oh, yes. I know. Remember, that's more of a material plane kind of item that we need to find. Yeah. Don't worry. It's on the list, but I figured I might be able to find some ivory here, as they seemed like a very in tune with nature in this area. That now I just need to find. Let's see. Where's the one? $1,500 worth of gems. So 1,500 gold.
What?
Sorry. Yeah, 1,500
Hold
gold worth of gems.
What's all this for?
Yeah. This is so I've been working on this. So you know how like I do the hand movements, and then like I say the words, and then it goes bam, and then like the spell happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been working on. I've been doing the hand movements. I've been saying the word, and I've instead of bam, the spell happens. It's 1, 2, 3, bam, the spell happens. And so I'm trying to like delay it a little bit, and I figured out that there's a way that I can control exactly when it releases. So, but what I need it's a little like voodoo type magic. So I need to make a little voodoo doll of myself out of ivory, and then I can have the little ivory doll like hold on to the spell. Like I'll cast a spell, and then the ivory doll will like hold on to it, and then when it needs to go off, the ivory doll will cast it instead of me.
Seems like a pretty expensive thing to just delay a spell a couple seconds.
Yeah,
Oh.
why don't you just not cast a spell?
Well,
Right.
I don't need to be. So let's say I have
Like right
know-
now, for instance, there's no demons around, so I don't need to cast like fuck you magic, right?
okay, but you know how you can
So I'm
heal.
not, so I wait until there's a demon and then I cast it, right?
But you
Right,
know
I'm
how
talking
like
about something
I mean,
totally
that-
different.
Makes sense
no,
to
no.
me.
It seems like a lot. It seems like a lot of fucking money to just
Okay.
not cast a spell.
so you know how you can do the like hand thing where you like you put your hands on yourself and you feel better.
Oh, we all
Right,
know what
yeah.
that feels like.
Yeah. Well, Jesus. But if you get knocked unconscious, you can't do that, obviously. Like you're not there. But what if you could store a little bit of the healing, and then when you got knocked unconscious, your body like automatically healed you. And then you were back up.
Ooh.
What?
That's cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you
Like you
making a little
delay it,
man
so
or
you say
something?
like,
You delay it, so you say, "Hey, if I go down, if I get knocked out, heal me back up," and then it'll do
oh,
it
so you
for
can
you.
put like, you could put like conditions on it. It doesn't have to be just like, okay, 3 seconds
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
this
no.
will
I mean,
happen.
you can do time, but it's a lot more useful if you're like, "Hey, if I start falling from the sky, cast Featherfall," and then if for some reason someone knocks me out while I'm flying, and I start falling, it'll do it for me.
Wait,
Yeah, I take it back. That's sick.
No, it is a much better explanation than just 2 seconds later you cast a spell.
Well, I was trying to give like an easy example, but yeah, I have all these ideas
I mean,
of
that
different
first
ways to
example
use
was really shit, and this one
Okay.
was much better. This sounds like an actual thing that you should do all this for.
Well, yes. So that's why I just need to find a shit ton of gems. How much is the ivory worth that he gave me?
You would have to take a couple moments to figure out the exact gold cost. It's a pretty good like hunk
Like,
of ivory.
10 or like 100 or like 1,000? Like,
Emeren's gonna
not looking
interrupt
for
You'd
this
imagine,
conversation.
you'd imagine
just
it's closer
roll.
to 1,000 than it is to 10.
oh, sick. Okay.
Emeren is going to interrupt this conversation and just unsheath her gem-encrusted rapier and then flip it with point down and just stick it into the ground in front of Artie.
That is a lot of gems. There are gems in there. See, the problem is I need like someone who can. I don't think I can actually. Daniel, I am proficient in wood carver's tools.
That's not jeweler's tools. You could give it a shot. You could certainly try.
I don't know how many gems he has, and I don't know. I'm not a professional on this, but that would be really cool if I could make it. I just don't want to destroy the ivory, so I appreciate it.
Do you want to hang? Yeah. Do you want to hang on to this and get it appraised and do what you need to do?
But don't you use this?
I mean, I got other weapons too. Like I kind of do. Can't you save the gems mean nothing. Like I mean, it's pretty, but like whatever. Like I just need the blade at the end of the day. Could you get the gems without destroying the weapon?
I mean, I'm no like blacksmith, but I'm pretty sure you can. It doesn't seem like it would be too difficult. I'll check. Are any of the gems like embedded in the blade or anything, or are they just like
not
on
in
the
the
think it's
outside?
mainly
blade?
on the
It's
handle,
mostly
right?
it's mostly on the hilt. There's one pretty prominent like ruby on the pommel that kind of forms the pommel, and there
Mhm.
seems to be quite a few smaller gems that kind of like are accent marks on the hilt, and one that kind of serves in the middle of the handle where the grip would be.
Yeah, I mean, they could always just replace the handle if you really like the blade itself, or I mean, I could buy you a new blade if it gets destroyed.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it could be a cool chance for a new hilt. I can maybe get something a little custom.
Yeah, no, of course. Well, I appreciate it. If you're gonna use it, you can hold on to it. But if you
Alright.
have other things, like, I'm open. I would love to get this made back in Sanctuary. Hopefully, after this, we figure out these demons.
Yeah, I'm. And she looks at her belt and realizes there's an extra dagger that she didn't realize she didn't have. Yeah, I am a little short. I have these two, and then I got this. So yes, let me hang on to it for now, and then as soon as you need it, just let me know.
Yeah, sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And you know, if money is the issue, when we make our way back over into the material plane, if we wanted to pop by Busan, because you know we're pretty close, I've got money in my shop.
Oh,
I guess
I didn't know that either.
assuming that it hasn't been completely ravaged and destroyed in my absence.
Yeah, no, I think that could be really cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Again,
I didn't. Yeah.
no promises. I've got safes and stuff, but it's not a particularly safe city, and we've been gone for a while, and I think I'm gonna turn in for bed.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Guess what I'm saying is what's mine is yours.
Likewise. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Hey guys, this moment's really great, but those hot springs were really, really nice. And are we done here? Is it okay if I go jump in?
Knock
Yeah.
yourself out.
All right, sweet. Everyone just like completely unclose every article and just dives headfirst in.
Just butt
I-
naked and
All
cannonballs.
prestidigitation, a massive, like, okay, not massive, never mind, I take that back. A reasonably sized explosion when Emrit enters the water.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Just
And
sparks.
I'm gonna minor illusion just like a little black sensor bar over her private parts.
You got it.
She comes bolting out of the water, sensor bar and all, and just whoa! Did you guys see that? I didn't know I could make a splash that big. Whoa!
Just spurts of water just everywhere. As you're kind of like making a small special effects show in the middle of this hot spring.
I mean, do
the
we want to do a
dryads,
cannonball
the dryads
competition?
seem to be very like concerned, and you watch as one of them like takes a towel, like covers their nether regions, like moves over to another hot spring
no.
farther away, and then like sits down.
I'm not
We can
trying to
do it.
body shame you.
Do you guys want to do a cannonball competition?
I'm going to bed.
Oh, man.
Emerin spits water out of her mouth. Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I got you beat, Artie. Let's go.
Poe, it's about this time that you come back from your training.
I'm sorry, did I hear cannonball?
hmm
I strip. I run and I cannonball as best as a 3-foot tall halfling can do.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Should we all roll our checks, Daniel?
Well, you have to describe how you guys want a cannonball for me, you know?
I'm definitely gonna be like getting out and standing behind Poe, and then like ready myself for like the next judgment.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm imagining
Who's-
Zach.
is anyone judging this? Is it just like an arbitrary thing? Are you guys just cannonballing?
Joko's judging.
Joko's judging.
No, the fuck, I'm not.
You're always judging, Joko.
Joko, come
We're just
on.
putting you in your lane, Joe.
Joko, come on.
Joko's going over to the other hot spring where the other dryad went and gonna go into that one. And soak.
Zach, I'm imagining that our like years as pirates, we have like a routine of cannonballs. Like maybe like when one of us jumps, the other like is the cannon and like shoots them off, and it's like this weird little like maneuver that we do.
I love it. Let's do it. I'm into it.
Daniel, my athletics was a whopping 26, so do with that what you will.
Whoa! All right. Poe, like just like you've practiced many times aboard ship, you find a particularly flexible branch that seems to be able to support your weight. You run up it the full length, kind of jump and give it like a jump at the end, like a springboard, and it launches you up into the air like a good a solid 12 feet or so, and then you come tumbling down as you spread out for the cannonball, and about this 5 foot spiral of water, this pillar of water just sprays upward, catching you with this spray of water, Fen and Joko on the other side of the hot spring. As this warm water kind of splashes out, these ripples kind of spreading out even as Poe resurfaces.
Hell yeah. Emran, show 'em what you got.
All right, Emran is gonna ready herself to the plank and of this branch, and I want to pick a spot, whether it's the same branch or a different branch. That's totally fine with me. But I want to pick a spot where there's branches above me, where I can monkey trick this shit into springboarding off one, grabbing one above me, and flinging myself higher in the air. And then come down into the cannonball.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
Okay, so that's a natural 19 for a total of 34.
34. Emran, not to be outdone.
Daniel, when Emran gets to the edge of the right when she leaves the ground, Joko's gonna stand up, point at her, and shout "freeze," and cast command.
Wait, this is after she flips up?
Can I counterspell it?
I mean, if you want.
She's going for the branch, right?
She's gonna jump off the first branch, flip up on the second, and then dive bomb.
As soon as she leaves the first branch, I want to shout "freeze."
Okay, all right.
In midair.
All right, Emran, I need you
yeah,
to make
before
a
she reaches the
wisdom
second
saving
branch.
throw, please. Please
What are we
make
waiting
a
on?
wisdom saving
Come on,
throw.
Emran.
Oh,
Your
it's
wisdom
me
save.
to save.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Come on, Emran.
Come on, Emran.
It's a 6. You watch this. Emran's Emran kind of balls up her fist, kind of rolls up her. Well, she doesn't have any sleeves on. She's butt naked. And she kind of slaps her chest, kind of hyping herself up. Runs up, sprints, jumps, and as soon as you say freeze, completely is split open with her arms out, fully about to plank into the water and just slams with her full body fully flat and just slaps the water and slowly sinks in. And the plume of water is maybe a foot and a half. Emran, you resurface facing up, your full body just red from the impact, from being slapped by the water.
Oh, the skin matches the hair. The skin matches the hair.
Yeah.
Oh, just
The creepy Joko laugh.
I don't know what happened, guys. I think there's some weird Fey magic that doesn't allow cannonballs.
Jack, I'm gonna need you to roll a wild magic search, please.
Oh god. Poor Em.
Poor Emran.
Emran, I wanted to help you, but I also
81.
didn't want to ruin Joko's
I mean,
fun.
you would be able to take an action immediately, but it's not in combat, so you can kind of do whatever you want. You're
I
good.
used my action to laugh, just like I did earlier.
Amazing.
How close is Joko to the water?
Joko, from the pool that you guys are diving in, he's 2 hot springs over. It's honestly impressive that you were able to splash him with your cannonball. You are currently reigning king, Poe, at a total of 5 feet tall with the plume of water.
Hell yeah. How close is he to any water?
He is in a hot spring right now with another dryad in there.
Oh, he's in a hot spring. Okay, well then.
Yeah, I'm soaking.
Ah, god damn. I was gonna try and yank you into
Push
one.
me in.
All right.
I've got the old man soak going on.
Yeah.
in the jacuzzi at the rec
Bringing
center.
up the rear, I believe. Artie, are you gonna do this?
Oh yeah, I am.
How do you
Artie
want
will
to
take
do
off
this?
a coat, and he's still fully clothed, just in undergarments,
Mhm.
and that is how he feels comfortable.
Okay.
He's never nude.
And he just kind of like walks over to the edge of the. How big is this?
This hot spring is like probably a good like 20 feet wide in diameter. Pretty
Is there
solid.
anyone else in it?
Right now I think probably Poe and Emran are kind of just like sitting at the edge of it, or maybe just outside of it, standing, like cheering you on naked. The two twins.
Okay. Guys, you might want to get out. I don't wanna splash you.
Oh, he's got some big talk. Okay, let's
Okay,
see what you
all
got,
right,
Artie.
Artie, sure.
I
Have
just
the floor.
I just walk right next to the thing. I go 1, 2, and I jump up, and then like right before I touch the water, I cast Dimension Door and go 500 feet into the sky.
Oh my god! All right,
Well,
you watch
where did he
this.
fucking go?
Artie daintily like goes up like
And I'm just screaming
Jumps
as I'm.
off,
about to say, we be twisting ankles on that
and
dimension
then you watch as he almost hits the water and then vanishes. There's no splash in the water. You're unsure what's going on. You're like, where did he
Where'd he
go?
I'm just
Where'd he
screaming
go?
as I'm falling down the stairs.
And as you hear this scream, boom, slams into the water as this gigantic, just like you. Oh no! As Artie, you like this.
Sorry, I
this
had to
hot spring is
message you.
maybe 20 feet deep at its deepest. Even with the impact of the water, you slam, like just displacing a massive plume that. And this like pillar rises maybe a good 10, 12 feet into the air. Like just crazy
dead?
for its gnomish form. I'm gonna have to roll
I was gonna do something else, but that's okay.
500.
I guess I do
feet?
that. I was
mean-
not gonna drop 500 feet. I messaged you what I was
what were you
doing. I
doing?
was not doing that. Daniel. I don't wanna die.
Wait, what were you doing? Sorry. You're gonna
Daniel never checks DMs.
oh dude, okay.
I should have messaged you.
You're gonna
before,
miss
I'm
it. You're gonna
sorry.
miss a step before you. Okay. You're gonna miss a step before you hit the water. Okay,
Yes,
sounds good.
And then I'm gonna try to hide.
Try to hide. Okay.
I had this whole ordeal.
Oh,
organized,
okay.
but that's okay.
Okay, sounds good. No worries. I'll take it back a couple steps. As you're like rocketing down, you hear the like the Doppler effect from him just like screaming for such a long distance. And then you vanish again before you hit the water.
And then I'm gonna cast Gravity Sinkhole.
All right.
And just pull the water into a gravity well, and it's gonna explode out.
You got it. You watch as all the water, like as soon as he vanishes, you're like, where did he go? And the water starts pooling into the like the bottom of this hot spring. Like you guys even feel yourselves being sucked in from like a distance, being like, whoa, as like all the water like seeps in. Do you like end the effect of the spell?
Yeah, I'm not gonna have it all shoot
And
out.
as soon as it does, it like explodes back outward, like releasing all of the pressure from like the gravity pulling all the water in, immediately exploding it out, splashing over Joko, over Fen, over Emran. Emran and Poe, you both get knocked back like 10 feet from the force of the water pressure. And you look back at the hot spring and there's like no water. There is like maybe like 3 inches of water at the bottom. All of it now on the outside of the hot spring.
My mouth is agape, and I'm just looking at Emran like, what
Mine is the same.
actual fuck?
Gavin, if you're down, I picture we're just agape, and we look at each other, we look back, moment of silence, and then just fucking cheer is all hell.
yeah, totally.
Woo! Oh my god! Holy shit! I can't fucking believe it!
Daniel's trying to kill my character with that
No, I
500 drop, dude.
didn't.
I was like,
What
he's
you
gonna straight up
doing?
kill me. I can't do it. There's no way I can live
I was
this
like, you dropped 500 feet. Okay.
It's like 50 d6 or something
Oh my
ridiculous
God.
like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna die.
No, I gotcha. I got it. Nice. So after this crazy ordeal,
I will then try to return the water by like bucketing water from
You
like
got
a
it.
river or something.
As you
I
do
feel
so, you go up to Joko, all of you eagerly awaiting the results of your judging.
I don't even know if he continued. I don't even know if he consented to it. Walk up like, so what you think?
So what you think? 2 naked halflings.
And a perfectly dry gnome. Two wet, naked halflings and a
he's
perfectly
not
dry
wet.
gnome.
He's not wet. Sus, dude. Artie's faking his tasks, man.
Is there any water in the hot spring that I'm in?
There is double the amount of water in your hot spring. All the volume from Artie's went into yours.
What? What do you want?
I mean, do what you do best. Judge us.
Judge us, judge us, judge us.
Judge us. Judge us.
All right.
Excuse me.
Joko points at Emran. You're way too impulsive. You gotta fucking calm down with that shit. He points at Poe. You still got a fucking demon inside you, which is fucking just awful. Like I have to deal with that every day. Joko points at Artie. You're too attached to that fucking rat. Give it a break.
I win.
Yeah, I think I turned to Artie and I'm like, all right, sounds like you won. Nice, Artie.
I
Good job, Artie. Give him like a smack on the back.
just turn around a little sadder than I was before. Oh gosh.
All right.
That was
Joko, after that, Joko takes a towel and he puts it over his head and leans back into the hot spring.
All right.
My job here is done.
And with that, you guys can take an hour and take a short rest. All right, and we'll go ahead and take a break there. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys in 10 minutes post the cannonball competition. See you guys in 10.
Sweet.
See ya. Oh, Gavin, did you want to do the quick announcement?
Oh yeah, guys. If you're liking us and you want to, know more about what's happening, we're also on all the social medias. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Stop, Drop, and Roll D&D, and we're on Twitter at SDR_D&D, and we post all of our stream times, some polls for episodes, some like interesting content, etc., lots of stuff on there. So give us a follow. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let's go on break.
All right. See you guys in 10. Bye. And we're back. All right. So as you guys, I was mistaken. You guys wanted to take a long rest. So as you guys kind of set up, the Kitsune show you from the hot springs into these living chambers. These basically several rooms with tatami floored mats, with small little cots laid out where you guys can all kind of sleep family style on the floor, with little tables filled with small dishes with rice and little bits of sushi. It's quite delicious and quite wonderful. And you guys, if you want, you guys can take your full night's rest there as they kind of set up this hospitality for you all.
I'm gonna eat so much sushi and then pass out.
So good.
Emran is gonna pester questions for whoever made the food, and just what they used, where the fish comes from.
Oh,
Just pester with questions.
yeah, there's a bunch of rivers that run right behind that hot spring. Some of them not quite as hot as that one. Those are where we get most of them from. Rona's our best cook. She's the one that you can talk to, but Peepo also helps her.
Where's Rona?
I think she's in the kitchen right now if you wanted to talk to her.
Okay, I'm gonna go up and thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna go talk to Rona.
Sounds good. You see Rona. She's currently kind of dressed up, has a bit of an She's kind of seems to be putting and laying all of them out, while Rona is currently slicing really, really dexterously each of these, just really beautifully. Yeah, just to save time, save time, Rona explains to you that sushi is not seasoned. You're actually supposed to, it's based on how you slice the fish. You take certain segments of the fish, and based on how you slice it and how fresh it is, that's what makes sushi what it is.
Perfect. Can I ask to just
raw.
like try and learn how to do it, and we can expedite just as a
You
acquire
could.
that skill?
Make a cooking tools check.
Please. I know you're gonna kick me, but it's
Wisdom
Dex
plus
plus
your-
what?
It's this one would be this because you're observing, kind of watching and kind of trying to replicate. So this would be wisdom plus d20 plus proficiency.
Wisdom. Cool. That's proficiency. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun one for you. It's an 11.
11. You're a little clumsy with it. You're used to slicing people a little more aggressively, and so you kind of, when you're using your knife, you kind of like, you imagine you're like chopping into like something like pork, and Rona's like, no, you have to be so much more delicate. It's like this really it's a smooth wrist motion that you have to be replicating, and she kind of gets it. You're having a bit of a hard time with it, but you imagine if you practice, maybe you can get it on your own. It's a lot harder than you expected, especially for someone who's been cooking as long as you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys made some really good food. I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you for showing me how to do this. I'm gonna work on it.
Thanks. Of course. I'm glad that you liked eating it. Thank you for eating our food.
Absolutely. You're good with that knife, kid. Keep it up.
Oh, I don't use a knife. But okay, bye-bye.
Oh,
I was gonna say, wow. Little kids out there.
that's what I was saying. That's kind of what I was imagining. All right, I guess you got it. All right, bye. And go rest.
Peepo waves. All right.
How big's the whole town?
This town. Oh gosh, it's a small town. Go ahead and make an intelligence check or a survival check. You or Poe, you can actually do this.
Ooh, nice. Poe, you were training outside. Did you happen to like see the barriers? Do you know about how big the whole town is?
Daniel?
And I will put my hand on him to help refresh his memory.
Sounds
Cast
good.
guidance.
Yeah. You get a D4. Go ahead and roll. Poe.
What kind of check? It doesn't matter. It's an 8 plus
your
whatever.
survival.
So probably not great.
Your survival.
Oh, it's survival? Oh,
Plus a
well, I'm
D4.
good at that. So, yeah, I did that. 14 total.
Plus a D4.
Yes.
Okay, 14 total. Yeah, I mean, this town is like, oh gosh, like maybe no more than like maybe a quarter of a mile. It's a pretty small like river town that's kind of basically all located around this like one place where the rivers all kind of converge. One where like there's a fresh hot spring that comes out of it, and somewhere like these fresh rivers kind of combine to make this water naiad little paradise. It's not big at all, but as you're kind of going, even with the 14, you're kind of like, it's about the same size as Namdang Crossroads. And then you think about it and you're like, also, this is probably around the same distance from Sanctuary as from where you entered the Feywild from Namdang Crossroads.
Huh. Okay, I convey all that to you, Artie. So, yeah, I don't know. A quarter of a mile, maybe? It's kind of what you see is what you get here, but
you said,
weird that it seems equidistant to...
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a connection between the different realms that like pulls them together.
Yeah, maybe.
Have I heard of anything? Like, is there like a layering of realms?
Go ahead and make an intelligence, like I guess a history check. Arcana check would also work with this.
I'll do a. They're both the same for me. I would probably be concerned about the history aspect of it.
Sure.
Oh hell yeah!
Nice.
29.
29. Nice stuff. As you begin thinking back, you remember reading somewhere, just kind of like in one of your classes as you were like growing up as an engineer, on the planes, the Feywild and another plane are like mirrors of the material plane, that they reflect similar locations to like where they would exist on the material plane, but the Feywild is amplified in certain ways. More.
Can I use that information to try to assume where, like, I know far to my west there's a glowing orb. Where would that be in the material?
You're thinking about what's going on, and as you think to the west, a certain distance from Namdang, you're kind of mapping in your head. Go ahead and give a general intelligence check for me.
I'm a generally intelligent guy.
You are.
13. Not that
13.
intelligent, apparently.
You're not. You're trying to think. You're not too sure. Maybe if you get to the site, you might be able to kind of lock in what it might be.
Okay. I was just curious.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sounds good.
I'll think about it again later or something. Anyway, before we go to bed, I'm gonna try out my new spell.
Okay.
It'll protect us.
How would you like
So-
to flavor it?
I would like to go towards the center of town,
Mm.
and I'll take out a thin piece of glass and sit it down in the center of town. And then I'll have like my mage hand start like massaging the corners of the glass. Then you see it like expand and expand. So as it gets thinner, it's more like a film than like glass. And I will keep expanding it and like pulling it and pushing it, almost like a dough, and kind of form it as it will go through walls and everything, and kind of in a 400 square foot area. I'm going to cast Mordekainen's Private Sanctum to
Nice.
make it so that way creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells.
Nice stuff. So you cast Private Sanctum as this small, delicate, semi-translucent film kind of surrounds this 400 square foot thing, leaving you and your companions protected, as well as most of the town.
And we'll see what that does.
Nice stuff. It's kind of faintly shimmering in the twilight light, kind of creating almost like these, like iridescent, like film kind of like grains. It's kind of like what you would see when you see oil on water reflecting sunlight, is you kind of see sometimes occasionally ripple through the film. Nice stuff. And you guys go ahead and take your full long rest.
Hell yeah.
Nice stuff.
And that'll last for 24 hours, so that'll go through all of tomorrow.
Yes, it will. You guys come awake. Full night's sleep, feeling particularly well rested, joints and everything actually feeling rather good from the hot springs. You guys can all add 1d10 of temporary HP because of the hot springs.
Sick.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, so go and roll 1d10 each and add that as your temporary HP. You feel real good. And the Kitsune sisters, they all greet you, thanking you so much for everything.
I feel like I can take on a demon army.
Yeah, you see as Kali and everyone kind of like comes up and they kind of bow all in front of you. Well, thank you for staying. I hope it was as enjoyable as we could have made it. We tried to make it as peaceful as possible. And thank you for helping our town. Really.
Of course.
You're welcome back anytime. Though next time you will have to pay.
Yeah, it's the third time you've told us. Okay, thank you.
Yep. In case I had to remind you, you will have to pay.
I think there's a point being tried. Bye.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Wait, you didn't even get... Oh, God. Didn't even take the complimentary towels. All right, as you guys all begin running off into the distance, kind of like, I don't want to pay. You guys skedaddle on out of the hot springs as fast as humanoidly possible and back out into the unseelie wilds. All right. As you guys go back out, just kind of jumping straight into it. You guys are heading west, I presume?
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Poe and Fen put together their knowledge of where we're going, and I think Poe wants to like help Fen lead since they got the like real vantage from overhead. So if I can help Fen navigate with my knowledge as well.
Cool, sounds good. So I'll say, Fen, you can make this survival check with advantage because Poe's taking the help action.
All right, cool. Good thing. 'Cause the first roll was a 3.
Okay.
And the second one is a 13 plus 5 is 18.
18, not too terrible. You kind of walk west as you guys start trekking through.
And 18 is not too terrible.
No, it's not too terrible. It's good.
This guy's
It's
got
very
high
good.
standards.
It's good.
20 or
Calm down, dude. Calm down. All
Enough
right.
of these litotes, okay?
I'm
Say it how it is.
I have other things going on in the background. Chill out, dude. Chill out. It's a good
You're
roll.
doing a good job, Daniel.
It's a good roll. All right. So
He's
as you're
used to
going out,
Poe's amazing rolls.
this is true. All right. So as you go out, you kind of begin trekking through the forest towards the west. The mushroom forest kind of like leaving like just kind of traces of just these massive like overgrown fungi that produce like these massive shadows, a little bit of spores that occasionally like make you want to sneeze. But just kind of eerily beautiful as you are all trekking out into the distance. As you keep going, because of your roll of 18, you notice that there are clumps of what seems to be like moving, like packs of like certain creatures and such, and so you actually are able to navigate out of the way of those to avoid most of what would be some of the pitfalls and dangers kind of up ahead. And you're able to travel for almost a full like 6 hours without any problem whatsoever. And as you guys go around, Fen, you get it's been about 6 hours of travel now, pretty much undisturbed. As Solaris is with you, the whole crew is with you, and you start to get this vague creeping sensation as you feel like suddenly almost like a little bit more like nauseous and sickly. Something isn't quite right as you are looking about in this area, and you seem to be like sloping upward, with the ground kind of creeping up and slowly, what seems to be another like 30, 45 feet or so, and then it kind of drops off. The terrain has turned from that like vibrant mushroom forest into that pink and purplish corruption, the veins crawling throughout the various like forest floor, the sounds of fauna having almost completely died away, with only the odd eerie noise that kind of sets off into the background.
Wait, everyone, stop, hold on. Do you feel that? It's kind of like, feels bad, I don't know, I almost feel like I'm gonna be sick. Is it just me?
No, yeah, I kind of feel that too.
Alright, well, let's just be careful.
Wait, Daniel, we do all feel it, right?
Yes, you all do feel this kind of vague nausea, and like almost like maybe like the tinges of a migraine.
Yeah. Fen, my head is buzzing, and I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, let's just keep moving.
It's weird. Hey, Artie, is this a magic thing?
Can I determine, like, does it seem like more of like an aura of a spell, or does this seem like a natural? I mean,
You can make an
with
arcana
the-
check for me if you'd like to try and investigate.
Sure. Oh wow, 28.
28.
Wow.
This is certainly not magical in nature, but it's not a spell. You get the creeping feeling that whatever has been corrupting the land, because you guys are feeling some intense now, like warping even with yourselves, is probably pretty close.
Hmm.
Hold on. I might actually.
One has divine sense.
Okay, sounds good. That's 60 feet?
60 feet, yes.
60 feet, okay. This is desecrated ground, first of all. Nothing within 60 feet that gives off demonic presence. You do get a familiar undead presence to your left, but you're kind of used to that at this point. But as you're kind of divine sensing, the area in front of you, greater towards the west, is giving off very strong, like desecrated, like demonic aura. But there's no like demons that ping off your divine sense.
The ground that we're on currently is desecrated?
This is correct.
Hmm.
Well, seems like we're in the
All
right
right.
place.
Yeah, we're getting into it now. The land here is, it's fucked.
And I'll continue to lead us onward.
Sounds good. You move about 40 feet and you stop your companions as the edge of what was up there, that slope upward, drops off, as if this is this massive crater. You find that you're actually kind of on the lip of what looks to be like a mountain ridge around a massive huge crater, a bunch of floating purplish black rocks kind of ripped into the center of this area, unnaturally floating about. These like tendrils of purple and pink corruption just kind of reaching through this area, almost like as if just a huge meteor of purple paint like just splattered this entire area. And down below, maybe more than about 200 feet away, only kind of like vague like specks on the horizon, not having noticed you, there is definitely a demon, hulking and massive, that you all have seen before. You recognize it as the same type of creature that was guarding Alucard's castle down deep in the crypts, except it has not one head, but two. And it seems to be standing just outside of this horrific-looking expanse. It's like there should be light and space there, but it's been ripped open, and instead there is this like miasma of pink light that drifts up from that one area, as if there is a rip or tear in reality. It's only about maybe 10 feet in diameter, but this thing seems to be standing outside it, guarding.
Daniel, I think with what I know about demons and perhaps Grost, that maybe I can intuit that this is how the demons are getting here.
I'll say without even having to check. Yes. Yeah. This
I would say I'm intuiting that too.
You guys are
big
staring
demon
over
portal, big demon in front.
more than 200 feet away, not having noticed you, kind of seeing them in the center.
How's everyone? Are you guys still feeling those migraines, or like?
Daniel, have they increased at all?
Yeah,
They're
are they getting
intensifying. Yes.
guys? How do I feel? Okay, I'm pretty. Obviously, I'm a smart boy, but I also, as a gnome, I have like naturally resistances towards these types of things. I was just curious, do I feel it as intensely?
I'd say that you probably maybe feel it a little less intensely. But it's still there.
Yeah,
There is a migraine, but it's less intense for you. You're able to focus a little bit more. Everyone else looks like they're starting to look a little queasy. You don't
Guys.
feel that quite yet.
Guys,
Yeah, do we all feel it the
Yes.
same intensity
This
besides
is-
Artie?
Yes. I'd say, with the exception of Poe. Poe, you don't feel much queasiness.
Hell yeah.
guys, I don't know
Just
what's
demon things.
down here, but we need to have sharp minds. Here, group up near me. Just, and then
Okay.
you know how I can connect our minds?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I have a way to kind of make them a little stronger as well. And I haven't found a use to do this yet, but now's a better time than ever. And I will focus on, just like I focus on the minds of them when I connect to them, I'm going to focus on everyone's minds and trying to like place an internal barrier around them. And I'm going to cast Intellect Fortress
All right.
on all of my team.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds
good.
awesome.
Nice.
So I need to cast it at a 6th level in order to get everyone.
in order to get everyone.
Damn.
Okay, so 6th
Damn.
level intellect fortress. You were concentrating on
Damn.
this. All right, sounds
Yes,
good.
I am concentrating on that.
So for the duration, so all the creatures that you can see.
So you guys all have resistance to psychic damage, and you have
Nice.
advantage on all your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Damn.
Damn.
Nice.
And
Intelligence,
I hope-
wisdom, and charisma. Okay.
Yes, and I'm hoping that it also takes away the migraine a little bit.
As you are doing so, it does. It does lessen the migraine on all of you, quite a substantial amount. It's there at the base of your head, but now you're able to focus a little bit more clearly without like focusing so much on the pain. But it's about this point that you guys hear over from the portal, the two heads seem to be talking to each other. And
Ew.
you watch as from that pink like tear in reality, there is this like pustule that looks like is forming, like this massive like growth off the side of the pustule, and you watch as it kind of like expands and moves and swirls and suddenly pops out with this horrible noise as you watch as this wet form of a demon crawls out of that rift. Seemingly like this toad-looking creature with spines all over its back. You watch as it kind of like stands over, and then you watch as that huge Baylor with two heads turns back. They seem to be communicating with each other down at the bottom.
Guys, I think we need to end this before more demons
we
come
need
out
to
of there.
close this thing stat.
Any idea how to do that?
Is there any like gems on the outside? Like I'm relating this to a ritual spell. I know it's not the same, but you know what I mean? Like that's how I'm understanding it.
You are currently like more than 200 feet away. You can make a perception check at disadvantage to try.
I'm just gonna wait till I get closer then.
Okay.
I think guys, I think we just get closer to this thing, and then I'll try to find a way to destroy it and let you know if I come up with anything.
Gotcha. Poe, you have a passive perception of 17, right?
16.
16. Your bow is glowing. And then you realize you're not feeling the migraine.
At all of a sudden, when it starts glowing, I don't feel it at all.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, keep that to myself.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, you know what?
do we want to sneak up?
Joko, what did you say? Or Emran? Which one was it?
No, it's okay. Go.
Okay. So you guys are going to be stealthy about this?
I think so,
Yeah.
just to get closer, yeah.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. Then I
Alright,
need you all
pass
to
without a trace.
I need you all to roll stealth rolls.
Nice.
Oh, Gavin, then roll a wild magic search for me, buddy.
Yes, okay. I'll risk
Alrighty.
it.
What was the first half of the spell? I know the advantage on
Resistance to
saves.
psychic,
Resistance to psychic. Thank
and then
you.
advantage on your int, wisdom, and charisma saves.
Perfect. Thank you.
So
82.
hopefully,
Oh, nice. Buddy, you can take one additional action. So nothing happens that would give away your position.
sick.
Great.
Stealth check.
Stealth check,
Plus
and
10?
everyone can plus 10 on their stealth check. Yes.
Sick.
Mhm.
Stealth check.
Thank God for that. too.
26. Nice, Artie.
I mean, it's
26
plus
for
10.
Fen
It's
as
not
well.
that impressive.
Good.
Yeah, same. Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
That's
definitely
low
gonna
for
use my
Poe.
lucky.
Oh, no!
That's a 30 for stealth from me, Joko.
Wow. Was that a
Wow.
disadvantage? Oh, no, that was just regular because you have a breastplate, I think.
Oh no. Oh, a disadvantage? Oh, it's not as good then. It's only a 27 from me, Joko.
Yeah, don't you have heavy armor on, right? That kind of chink chink
Yeah.
chink? Yeah.
10.
But still, so good. 27 is good. 23, 26. Yeah, you guys are... Emran, you're probably
I have the
ridiculous.
lowest, so
18. Okay. Still.
Did you add plus 10, Emran?
yes, I did.
Oh,
really?
wow.
Wait, don't you have? Aren't you proficient in stealth? Don't you have reliable talent?
Oh my gosh, thank you. It's been a little while.
It's
for
so
that.
long since he's played Emerin.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. It's been like a month. It's all good.
So then that's gonna be
He's back.
starting. So it's okay. Okay, cool. With proficient, do I still add the? Yeah, I do.
Yes,
okay,
you do.
Cool. Okay,
Oh,
that's
28.
more
Yeah,
like it.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Okay, there you
That's
go.
more like it. Thank you.
All right. Okay, you are pretty positive that they have not detected you as you guys begin to skirt down the edge of the crater, kind of hiding behind one cluster of rocks, another cluster of rocks. Artie, as you've gotten closer now, you're trying to do the mental image of where this would exist on the material plane, and you're looking at the floating rocks, and suddenly you put two and two together that this is probably where Sola would be in the material plane.
I had a sneaky suspicion.
Holy shit.
All right. I'll go ahead and bring you over to the battle map. You guys have not been noticed. And you can see this frog-like demon creature and the Baylor guarding the entrance of this purple rift in space. It is your choice how you guys want to strategize.
I agree with that one. Okay, what's the...
Daniel, do we
Yes.
have Solaris?
Solaris is here. Yes.
Okay.
Sacrifice.
Where are we?
You
Smile.
guys are currently not on the board. You guys are still a little too far away. You
Okay.
guys are like 100 feet off. 150 feet off. Sorry, my apologies.
Artie,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think if there's a good amount of us here. We engage them head on. You stay a little bit in the back and see what you can do about this portal and this magic.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best plan. Is the portal behind them?
It
like
is.
It's over back here.
It
Okay.
is.
Yeah, I can see what I can do.
How long does this spell of yours last on us?
It should be an hour. So
Okay.
I believe it is. Let me.
I believe it is. And your concentration.
I am concentrating on it. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. As you guys are kind of moving toward, they have not detected you.
I'm gonna pull out bad news and load a bullet into the chamber.
Okay, sounds good. Bad news is
Slowly
loaded.
Pull it back.
Sounds good.
I'm not gonna-
How close can we get? I can't see.
You guys can move forward. You guys can probably get within about 100 feet and spread out to whatever location you'd like. Given
sounds
that you
good.
guys' stealth checks are really
Okay,
good.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, Solaris is gonna whisper to you.
Where should I go? Where should I be situated for this? Also, this is so
you've
much
got a
more
bow,
worse
right?
than I thought this was going to be. Yeah, I do.
All right. Why don't you stay within range, but just barely.
Fair enough.
Maybe someone else too. Emran, you're gonna use the big gun the whole time.
I was thinking it might be good to use it for a first shot, but stay relatively close and go in hard and fast after. Do you need me on support in the back? Do you want me on the rifle the whole time?
I mean, well, if we got people with fucking bows and rifles and stuff, it's not gonna be much use if he's beating the shit out of you over your head.
It's true. He hits like a
Yes.
truck from what I
Yeah.
remember.
Okay.
I'm
Let's-
also fine
I'll stay
staying in the back. I don't really like getting the shit beat out of me. Not really made for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I might. Yeah, like I said, I'll try to help the best I can, but I'm also gonna be looking at stopping the portal. Otherwise,
Right.
if we get overrun. If more than a few things come out of there, we're gonna need to get out.
Well, in that case, I'll need at least one person with me.
I'll come with you.
All right.
All right, so you guys can go ahead and spread yourselves out on the battlefield where you'd like to go, within 100 feet of the Baylor. Sorry, I'll allow within 60 feet of the Baylor. Within 60 feet,
60
without
feet.
being noticed.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sick. Get to like here.
yeah, you can get right there.
Am I sneaky boy? Oh, nice.
That?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I would say
This yellow line, probably?
Yeah, that's probably around.
Yeah, right around there. That is correct.
Okay. Who's setting their position? Right
Okay,
now?
so I think we all shoot in 3, and at least we'll get 1 round against him. Do we want to focus on the big boy or take out the little guy first?
I'm thinking
I
big boy.
feel like let's go for the big boy. The little guy. Daniel, is the little guy holding anything?
Go to make a perception check.
Okay. All right, cool. It's unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Gotcha. Nice.
Yes.
Doesn't seem to be holding any weapons, but it has some wicked-looking claws. And as you watch it, kind of like open its mouth, there's almost like you can see like its breath like forming like this awful-looking, almost like gray-black gas that comes out of its mouth.
Can I infer from? Granted, I know that I probably haven't dealt with this creature, but can I infer based on those claws that this might be an up close and personal fighter?
From what you can see,
Yep.
There's some commonality you see to these things as you
Yeah.
come across, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot at the big boy in
all right, ready?
5,
Yeah, let's shoot at the bug
4,
big boy.
3, and then I'll get my Ray of Frost.
All right, all of you, all release your whatever prepared, like spells, anything, all at once. You guys all get this at advantage. This is a surprise round.
Oh, so
Before we do that, I want to cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay, sounds good. So that's gonna be your surprise round. Is you casting protection, evil, and good on yourself?
Oh, okay, fine.
I mean, unless you wanted to do that while you were coming down, but
I mean, what am I gonna do? Throw my sword at him?
that's true. You
I'm a
could also
paladin.
run up. You can also run your distance with your action and movement.
Yeah, I'll probably run my distance too.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right then. So everybody, go ahead and roll your attacks before we roll initiative.
27.
27 to hit. This is the Baylor that hits. Obviously.
15
for-
cold damage.
15 cold. Nice.
For me, he needs to make a dex save. And
Okay.
actually, so does the little guy.
Okay, sounds good. So the two of them need to make dex saves. You got it. So
Do they...
I don't know if they do them at disadvantage.
Because then
yeah.
I don't know how advantage translates to.
Yeah, I don't think they do it at disadvantage. I think they just have to make the save. The little guy rolled a natural 1, which is great for
Okay.
you. The Baylor rolled a dex save, you said?
Yeah,
16. I think it fails.
it does fail.
It is. Nice.
Cool. So they are going to take. Well, this might be stupid because he might be resistant to fire damage, but here we go anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, 8, 6. They're each gonna take 28 fire damage.
Is that a fireball?
It is.
Nice. As a streak of flame like comes out of your hand, like a flare, you watch as the two of the demons suddenly like perk up. You watch the two heads kind of like snap in your direction, and the Hezro also, that like frog-looking thing, also snaps up. This fiery blast like just curls off and slams into both of them. You watch as the Baylor snorts through, just moving through the flames as if nothing has happened. The Hezro, however, does get hit by it a little bit. So that was 28. Okay, nice.
Targeting the Baylor. It's a
Okay.
17 hit for Emerin.
Even with advantage?
Yes.
Even with advantage, your shot goes off, swing, and it goes wide as it enters into the portal and disappears.
Got it. Hopefully that hits something on the backside.
All right. And Poe.
Poe is taking a double attack on the Baylor.
Sorry.
It's a 29 and a 23 to hit.
29 hits, 23 hits.
Okay, and then I'm using the fail not, and I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
So first attack is what was it? It's okay, here, let me total it up for you. That's going to be 27 piercing
Oh,
and
man.
9 radiant.
Nice. As your two arrows sink home, and blasts of radiant life as it's like coming through the smoke and the fire from Fenn's fireball. Just these two hits like slam into his body, seemingly doing him a pretty good chunk of damage.
And then an extra 3 from Hunter's Mark.
You got it.
And can we move in this surprise round? Or
You
no?
guys can move in the surprise round, yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna
I'm
move.
sticking with
I'm gonna
Shoko.
use my 25 meat.
You said an additional 3 from Hunter's Mark?
Correct, yes,
Nice.
sir.
All right.
Perfect
As you guys all
set.
begin circling this horrific, horrendous demon portal, which should not exist on the edges of the Feywild, Solaris will also advance his movement as well. Okay. All right, y'all. I need you to roll initiative.
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah. Music to my ears.
Oh, that was cocked.
This song
Inishi?
slaps.
Thank you. It does slap. Oh, Joko. Okay.
Not great.
Oof.
All right.
Yeah, not excellent from me.
So Joko's a 3. Artie's a 20.
Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
That's worse.
Nikki.
It is worse.
It is worse.
That sucks.
Nikki is icky.
Emerin, thank you for your initi. Poe
Absolutely.
is an 18. Need to roll Solaris. Okay. Oh, Solaris was pretty well. He rolls a 20. I'm gonna have him go right after you, Artie.
Sounds good.
All right. And then Fen is 15.
Mm-hmm.
Generally okay. And then Emran. Nice. Welcome back to the initiative, buddy.
Absolutely.
to
Thank
have
you.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Stoked.
Happy to be
Thank
here.
you.
Let's get
And
it.
great time to be here. Okay. All right. All right. First up on the docket, Artie, you are up. Solaris is on deck.
How close do I need to get to this portal? That is my number one priority right now.
What are you trying to do? Oh,
I'm trying
you're
to
trying to
decide
see?
if there's a way to close it.
Okay, so you can go to make a perception or investigation check for me.
I'd like to do the investigation check.
Sounds good.
please.
To get investigation, you do need to get closer. You need to get
How
within
close
about
do I
30
need to
feet for investigation. You can get within 60 feet of the portal for perception.
Is the portal like right here?
No, it's this 10 feet wide gap right here.
Oh,
that,
this.
literally
I
that,
see.
where there's like space.
I need to get within
warped
30
around it.
feet.
Yes, in order to get like a more like, because investigation is you like looking right around the vicinity, right? It's like you like
Can I-
upending a desk, something.
Can I offer you a 35 foot?
You know what? Sure, I'll allow it.
Nice. I'm gonna be like right next to the Baylor, but that's fine.
All right.
I think here should be 35 feet. Yeah, 35 feet. Okay, and then investigation is my action.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 28.
You got it.
Rolled
28.
very well.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Sounds good. Okay, so as you are looking out at the demon portal, you watch it as this like swirling mass of like warped reality. You've never seen anything like this. If anything, you're trying to think back on like what has been working against the demons so far. And you're putting a couple clues together. One is like you remember that the citizens of the Feywild all sing in order to make things grow or to enhance the power of the Feywild. On top of that, radiant things are like doing pretty well. You're still putting together the clues though. You're gonna need a couple more turns to like figure all of it out. You're starting to get a couple pieces though.
Okay, I'm starting to get a couple pieces. Let me make sure that goes. Yeah, I'll be here. And actually, no, I'm going to bonus action activate my cloak of displacement
Okay.
because I do not want to be hit by that.
Yes,
thing.
you got it. So you are now kind of like shifting in and out as a couple of like copies of you are almost like creating this like kind of like a mirage in front of you. Nice. Good stuff.
Good
Artie,
thing
that's the
I
end of your
remember I
turn?
have that.
That's good stuff. All right, Solaris' turn, I believe, unless that's the end of your turn.
Guess that ends it.
All right, Solaris is going to strafe up. He's within a good amount of distance, I believe. He is, and he's going to take a shot. 2 shots, in fact, with his longbow. Ooh, the first one's a natural 1 as the first one, ting, like snaps and he like cuts himself on his bowstring. He's gonna take 1 point of slashing damage from that. As he knocks another arrow, bleeding currently from his shooting hand, and he's going to take his shot. It's a 14 to hit as the second one misses and goes wide. All right, Poe, you are up. Fen's on deck.
Okay.
You see 2 heads of the Baylor currently snarling. It whips out, and you watch as the huge fire whip in one hand ignites and like kind of roars to life, burning some of the like the purple corrupted fauna around you. And then the second, it's on its left hand, the lightning blade crackling to life as it roars out with both of its heads.
I don't like it.
Okay. I am going to click my little heels together.
Nice.
And cast haste on myself. Or
Good.
benefit from haste, rather.
You are hasted.
And wasted. And then let's see this big boy. Okay, I'm gonna get right about here.
Okay.
And there's so many things I could do.
Do them all.
Do them all. I am just going to take 3 shots with fail dot.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 14 to hit,
14 misses as it goes wide.
26,
26 hits.
and a nat 20.
And a nat 20 that hits.
All right,
Smite,
baby.
smite.
So for that 20, I just double rolls, right?
You double all your dice. Yes, you double all the
Double
dice.
all my dice. So first attack is 11 piercing and 3 radiant.
Okay.
And I get an extra d6 every time I hit this boy. So hold on.
Yeah.
That's doubled as well.
That is doubled as well to 2.
Okay. Well, then this will be the first one. So it's 15 for the first one, and then for the nat 20.
Nice, yeah.
For the nat 20, it'll be 20 damage, and then for your benefit, does this guy take double radiant damage?
He does not.
Okay, so you don't need to note separately, right?
Yes, I'm good. You can
Okay,
you can
great.
say it all at once. You
So-
can total it up.
Cool, beautiful. So 15, 25, 35 total damage
Ooh.
on our Baylor over
For the
here.
second 2 hits, nice. For the second hit, nice. 35. As those 2
And-
arrows sink in, the first one missing as it like lashes out its fire whip, grabs the arrow out of midair and throws it down to the ground where it explodes harmlessly against the ground. But the second 2 follow home, hitting its left pectoral and igniting with radiant light as it kind of like roars out in pain.
Fuck yeah. And then to sort of just like keep him guessing, after I make those shots, I'm gonna use the rest of my movements and pop right over here with the rest of my double movement.
Okay, sounds good. You see
And
one of
that
the
is my
heads
turn.
currently tracking you as you move and sprint across the field at double your normal speed.
Fuck yeah, that's it.
Fen, you are up.
All right, I am going to cast Enemies Abound, and I'm going to use some meta magic to twin it. So both of these guys are going to make intelligence saves.
Okay, sounds good. They're both going to make intelligence saves. I'm going to do the frog first. That is going to be... his intelligence is a -3. I think that fails with that 11.
Yeah.
So he
For-
fails. And
Which
then
one?
for the this is the Hezro, the frog guy.
Okay.
The Baylor,
The little one.
oof, the Baylor rolls a 20.
Okay, yeah, that saves.
Okay.
So then the little boy is now loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe.
You got
So when it chooses a target, it chooses from who is within its range.
Okay. Sounds good. Perfect.
Yeah, so that's my action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will use a little bit more of my meta magic, and I'm gonna try to hit the Baylor with this ray. Oh, let's see, how far away is he?
Nice.
Hello?
You are currently 60 feet away from him.
Perfect, Ray of Frost.
Okay, sounds good. Go and roll to hit.
Plus 10, 21.
Okay.
He's got the double frost now.
21. That
He's
that
cold.
hits. That hits. Go and roll
He's
damage.
cold. He's a slow boy.
12.
12.
Okay, sounds
points of
good. Sounds good.
cold
As
damage.
this shard of ice slams into his left shoulder, kind of caking into a bit of ice crystals there, like kind of building up on his shoulder as he like flexes it and it shatters out and some of the skin like rips off with the ice.
Nice. So then his speed is reduced 10 feet till the start of
Got
his
it.
next turn.
Nice. Sounds good. All right. Next up are the
That's it
demons'
for me.
turns. The Baylor's going first as it looks at you.
Daniel,
oh,
I just noticed I'm not on the initiative order.
you are.
Oh.
Joko is 3.
Where?
You show up on my initiative order. What? You're
Where
not.
am I?
Oh yeah,
What?
we don't see it either. Oh, weird.
That's so strange. Well, it's showing up on mine. You are a 3. Here, let me go ahead and add you.
Wait, where? I don't see it on yours.
It's not on the player perspective. I guess I don't know why it's only on the DM perspective. But you are there. Anyways, I'll go ahead and add you.
now you're there.
manually. Yeah, I'll add you
Oh, I
manually
see it.
again.
There you are.
Perfect.
There I am.
It was there. I just don't know why it didn't show up. All right. Okay.
Strange.
All right. So now
Daniel, and then
yes.
I rolled a 25 on the wild magic.
Because of the thing. Thank you. 25 in the wild magic. All right. You feel like this surge of energy from like the frost kind of around you, and also from you like bending like their minds to your will, and you feel like this like almost like you can see things a little bit more clearly, like like you're like you have this adrenaline rush. Like everything is kind of like coming to your senses a little bit more quickly. You have advantage on all wisdom perception checks for the next minute.
Cool.
All right. Good stuff. It is now the Baylor's turn. It is going to...
Oof.
Give up.
Give us the keys.
I
to the
surrender. Puts hands in the air.
He just goes, I'm not paying enough for this shit, and lays
Yeah.
down.
The off switch is over there.
It roars out. Poe,
weak roar.
you're the only one who can understand what it's saying. But it says something to the effect of,
Demogorgon will come into this land and take your heads.
he is going to, like, just start to sprint up to you. Massive footfalls, like, just kind of like shaking the ground, you almost toppling from how massive it is, as it swings out with its sword and its whip. All on you, Poe. 29 to hit?
Yeah, that's gonna do it, my friend.
21 to hit.
That's also gonna do it.
Okay, sounds good. So this is a total of 27 damage on the first one, 16 slashing, 11 lightning, as it swings out with its sword, and this burst of like electricity just slams into you, shocking through your entire body. And then the whip curls around you and like ignites as you feel the like fire just hurt as you are like now burning. 12 slashing damage and 12 fire damage.
Oof.
All right.
Target must succeed on a. Do I have to do that?
You are already next to it, so you don't have to succeed on that.
Okay, great.
Okay.
This boy is huge, correct?
He is huge. This is correct.
I'm using my giant killer reaction, and
Okay.
I'm going to immediately attack him with my sickle.
Sounds good. You have your bow out right now.
I do have my bow out. Can I? But, oh, I can just attack that creature immediately, but he's right in front of me, so I'd get Well, yeah, I'll hit him with my bow and just do disadvantage then.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Can you split the bow?
As you kind of like slam the bow like into him, almost like you're gonna like clock him with the backside of the bow.
I can split the bow, but I don't think I can do it as a reaction.
You
right
can't do it
now.
as a reaction. No, you can do it on your next turn.
17.
To hit?
Yes, sir.
Misses as it grabs down on your left forearm, like it's with a lightning blade, and it kind of like grabs and like starts to crush your arm, staring down at you with both of its heads.
Fuck you too.
All right. Next up is the Hezro. The Hezro is going to determine which of you are its enemies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, just 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually just 3. I'm gonna roll a d4. Oh, sorry, Artie. It rolled a d4 and it runs up to you. And it is going to take its multi-attack on you, bud. It is currently looking around almost as if all of its enemies are just surrounding it all at once.
It has disadvantage.
It does have disadvantage on its attacks, this is true. So the first one is a 19 to hit, even with disadvantage.
That does hit.
That does hit, okay. That's going to be 20 piercing damage.
I say ow.
Ow. I need you to roll a concentration save on Intellect Fortress.
Sounds good. Oh, that's pretty good. Plus 10, 18?
That succeeds. So you're able to, even as the bite, it like reaches out and just chomps into your shoulder. You yell out in pain as it like rips out a chunk of flesh from your shoulder. You're able to still maintain concentration on the spell, currently keeping all of your friends pretty sane, even in this like crazy warped space. And as you do that, it slashes out with claws. 17 to hit.
17 misses.
Misses, and 15 misses as well, as it swipes out and you kind of back out a couple steps. One of them hitting one of your mirages, and one of them like completely missing you entirely as you step back a couple feet. Nice stuff. That is going to end the Hezro's turn. Emran, it is your turn. Joko, you're on deck.
Emran is going to load. Sorry, Joko, go. Joko, were you in the middle of saying something?
I think he just said I because of I said he's on deck.
Perfect. Okay, just acknowledging. Cool. Emran is going to take out her bullet and load another bullet with.
Okay, sounds good. So that's your action to load a bullet into the gun.
Yes.
All right.
And let me see how
What?
far.
No, didn't you do that beforehand?
I already let off
She
that
shot her first shot. It missed and it went into the demon portal.
Yep. So that's 40 feet. So I'm gonna put myself within.
Right. So the metal casing, ting, like flicks out from the gun, and it like hits the ground. You pull another bullet, load it, and like put it back into this like bolt action rifle.
And then I'm going to move this 20 feet right here. Close in just a little bit, and
Sounds
then
good.
that's good for my turn. Thanks.
Sounds good. Nice, Emran. That's the end of your turn. Joko, you're up. Artie, you're on deck.
Joko is going to run straight up to this guy. And once he gets here, he's going to hold out his finger glowing with that golden energy.
Okay.
And then pull it back over his head and then kind of point it at him again. And the glowing energy kind of like goes out and surrounds the demon as Joko is going to cast Vow of Enmity against him.
Vow of Enmity, nice stuff. As the radiant energy once again wraps around him like tendrils of light and smoke. Okay, so that's your bonus. That's your action. That's your action. Bonus action, yeah. 17 to hit.
Yes, that is a 27 to hit.
27 because you have advantage on him. Nice, nice. All right, that hits obviously.
Okay, I'm going to use a level 3 spell slot and smite him.
You got it, and smite him.
Do it.
And then level 3 would be 5d8. Boosh.
Ooh,
45 magical
damage.
slashing and radiant
Nice.
damage.
Nice stuff. Some good solid damage on the Baylor. As your sword ignites and creates a serrated cut straight through its flesh, just leaving ribbons of muscle on the ground. All right, that's your first attack. Second?
Second attack,
30 to hit. That hits.
30 to hit.
Go and roll damage.
Boosh. My damage is going to be the same because I'm using another 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
Double wild magic, smile.
34 magical slashing and radiant.
Nice
Big
stuff.
boy damage.
All right, so I need you to roll wild magic surges for those, please.
That's for the first one, 22
22.
and 37.
22 and 37. Okay. Alright, so creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw. Go and remember that for me.
Oh, that's really good.
That's very good. 37. Alright. There is a little bit of a pop next to you as you watch this like little jellyfish-looking creature just kind of float next to you, mostly harmless.
Sweet, I made a friend.
It's like from the radiant smoke, it just like gathers this like little jellyfish friend. Alright.
I made him.
Joko, that's the end of your turn? Bonus action.
That is the end of my turn, yes.
Right. Artie, it is your turn. Solaris is on deck.
Okay, cool. I'm going to, as I'm shimmering in place, I'm going to shimmer not here. And I'm going to go right to the base of the portal. 30 feet with Misty Step.
Okay, sounds good.
And then I'll see if I have to roll in the wild magic. I did odd. Does that mean I roll wild magic?
Yes, odd. So you do need to roll wild magic. 23.
23.
You are blue. You and Poe are now both blue, as your skin turns a vibrant shade of neon blue.
Yeah.
Blue
bunch
is
of
opposite of
Smurfs.
red, which is demon, so this is fine. And then for my action, I'm going to try to continue my... figure out how to end this frickin' portal.
Okay, sounds good. So take your action. You are doing a investigation check again?
Yeah, you said I need to do a couple of them.
Yes, you
so
do.
I'm going to keep going with it. Come on, big boy. Nice. 25.
25. All right. With the 25, as you're kind of looking out, as you're still piecing this together, you see it's kind of like almost like it's bubbling, like it's like a small film. Even this like crazy, horrible, demonic portal is like bubbling, like and boiling at its surface lightly. And you're trying to piece a couple things together as you're like trying to think, like radiant energy, radiant damage. And as you're kind of piecing things together, you know that Poe definitely has a remnant of desolation. That's what you get this turn.
Okay. Songs, Remnant of Desolation, Radiance. One of these days.
All right, Poe. Solaris is up. Poe, your turn is up next. Solaris is going to strafe over this way. He's going to aim at the Frogman. Longbow twice. 14 to hit. 13 to hit. Man, he's not having very good rolls. Both of them miss as they swing wide. All right. That's going to be the end of Solaris' turn. Poe, it is yours.
Okay. I'm going to use my hasted action to disengage from the Baylor.
Okay.
Take the fucker down.
And I'm going to move right here in front of Artie.
Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. Right, Artie, this was supposed to happen right after your turn. The Baylor roars out, and you watch as Artie in front of you, the portal starts to bubble out as another pustule seems to be growing from the location of the demon portal.
I don't like that.
Poe, it's now your turn.
This pustule, what is it like forming in the void of the portal? Or what is that looking like?
It is. Yes, it is. Like the pustule is like there's this pink like energy that is like swirling off of it. It looks like a mixture of like this rift and this like film of like you remember like the Stranger Things like thing that where the portal entrance, like where you go into there. It's like that, but like imagine like a massive zit is growing out of it, about to burst.
Ew.
Okay.
Poe, shoot it, Poe.
And last question, can we just know where it is on the map?
Oh yes, right there.
Is it this red thing?
Yes, it is the pink thing right there
Portal
at the top.
Got it. Where all those pins are perfect.
Correct.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna keep exactly what I was doing. I disengage. I move over here in front of Artie. I'm gonna pop off my Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna aim one of them at the pustule.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna aim the other two at this boy.
Okay,
here.
sounds good. One at
Get
the
him away from Artie.
One at the pustule, one at the other two at the Baylor. Roll to attack.
So pustule is a what is that? 11 to hit?
11 to hit. It goes in and it slips into the demon portal. You're unsure if it's done anything.
Okay, but I did hit it.
It is that pustule is a part of the demon portal. You're unsure
I
if it detonated or it did anything.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just keeping with it. And then the other two, 23 and a nat 1, which I'm gonna re-roll with my lucky.
With lucky for halfling, nice.
So a 23 and a 21.
23 and a 21, both hit the Baylor.
Okay. Oh, not the Baylor, the frog boy.
Oh, sorry, the frog boy. Yes, both hit the frog boy.
And then that's gonna be a total of not great at all. A total of 5 force damage.
5 force. Gotcha. Yep.
But with the 2 blasts, I'm gonna knock him back 20 feet.
Nice.
So, boof.
Right at the
Move
edge.
away, boy.
All right, he's right
Step
there.
off.
Boom, as he gets slammed out that way.
Back away.
And then, I already used my hasted action, so that is the end of my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Fen, you are up. The demons are after you.
All right. I
They're
am
after you.
going. They're after me. Oh God. All right. I am going to cast Banishment. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna upcast it to 5th level so that I can target both of them. So they both need to make Charisma saves.
Okay, sounds good. The Hezro is going to make its save. That fails. That fails with a, it's like a 10. And then the Baylor rolls, 23.
Okay, he obviously saves, but the little froggy boy just pops out of the battlefield.
Pops
and I'm
out of the
concentrating.
battlefield, indeed. And you're concentrating on that. The Baylor, one of the heads snaps up, looks at that, and looks at you.
Okay, and then I'm going to take my movement
All right.
I'm gonna just move the fuck away.
Okay,
because I
sounds
don't like
good.
that he looked at me.
Mhm,
5,
mhm.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay,
Just chilling.
sounds good.
And
Wild
that's
magic?
it for me. Oh, yep.
Yeah, wild
Good
magic,
call.
please. Yes, for the banishment.
80.
80. Let's take a look. 80.
You get to kill one demon
as
that
you
can see.
as you move over to that location, you watch as like you step and a bunch of butterflies kind of like peer past you. These ethereal looking butterflies and flower petals flutter around you in the air for the next
Cute.
minute or so.
Hell yeah.
Very magical.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good. Now it's the demon's turn. As you watch as from that pustule that's been forming in the middle of that portal, it bursts open and you see this like large like female demon with it looks to be multiple like heads on all sides, and like it looks to be like close to maybe 6 arms, each with a nasty looking sword, and a snake body materializes out of the portal, looking about.
Oh, I'm not here.
Hmm.
Other door, please. This is not where you were intended to go.
That's going to be that. The Baylor, looking at you. He's going to fly upward, Joko. You can make your reaction to make an attack.
You know what? I will.
Sounds good. Going to make your attack. At advantage.
Boosh.
That's a 21 to hit hits. 15 slashing and 3 radiant. Nice. 18 total. Oh,
I fixed that so it actually makes
Nice.
the
It looks
damage
good.
roll too.
So I'm just going to place him right here, but he is now about 30 feet in the air above you. And then he is going to... He's kind of looking around the field. He's looking around the field. All right. He's going to come over this way. Joko, I also... Sorry, you take some fire damage as, like, his the aura of this Baylor is just kind of, like heating, superheating the air around him. And at the start of his turn, you take 8 fire damage. He's going to fly up into the air.
Is that gonna... I have to roll concentration save
Oh,
now,
yes,
right?
you do, yeah.
Oh, it's a nat 1.
It's a nat 1.
Ugh.
That
No, you
is-
don't. Do it again, my boy.
Oh, as Artie reaches out and begins to bend the flow of time around you. Roll one more time. 15.
The 15.
A 15
That's my
succeeds.
boy.
You keep it
I
up.
keep it up.
Keep it up.
And
All right.
now I'm gonna use Relentless Avenger, and I'm gonna get right. How far can I get actually? I can go 15 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay right near him.
All right, underneath him. Sounds good. Perfect. He is going to, having flown 30 feet up that way, he's going to, like, whirl his whip around, and he's going to grab you, Poe. He's going to attack you with his whip.
Hit!
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You need to succeed on a strength saving throw for me. So roll a strength saving throw.
Easy. I'm so buffed. Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? Oh,
Oop,
never
that
mind.
fell off the table. Okay. It's a nat 1.
Oh, shit.
As you get
Sorry, I already
wrapped
used my
up
reaction.
by the whip, and it whoom, yanks you up toward him like Scorpion pulling you from midair. As it goes, he like rams down with his sword toward you. Like as the whip comes up, the sword comes down. Oh man, that nat 1 is rough.
Yeah,
That one's
dude.
really rough. I'm gonna say that because of the way this is going, I'm just gonna give him advantage on the attack. It doesn't really matter. It's a 29 to hit. Both would have hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be as he spears you through the side. He cuts through like about your left, like your left oblique, and kind of like makes this massive cut as blood. You feel blood like pour out onto the ground, and lightning just discharge from behind you. You take a total of from both of these attacks 30 damage and then 25 damage.
30 damage and 25 damage?
Yes.
Poe is asleep.
You are unconscious.
Oh, God.
I am, yeah.
The whip isn't holding you in place, so as it pulls you up, spears you, you drop 30 feet to the ground, poof, and land on the ground at about 30 feet below the Baylor, unconscious and failing your first death saving throw as you hear bones crack from Poe's unconscious body as he falls out of the sky and hits the dirt.
Fuck.
That is going to be the end of that demon's turn. Emran, you are up.
Yeah, I am. Okay. Emran is going to...
By the way, the Baylor, taking all the attacks that it has from Joko, from Poe, from Solaris, and Fen, it seems to be pretty rough.
Okay.
The Baylor?
The Baylor, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. All right, yeah. Emran is gonna take let loose her bullet and fire at the Baylor.
Okay, go to make your attack.
Oh come on, you mother son of a gun! That's gonna be a 16 to hit.
16. A 16 unfortunately misses as boom, it's like again shoots out, but goes wide as he's flapping in the air and kind of dodges out of the way of the bullet, and it just sails off into the distance. And you kind of curse, just like the gun in your hand. It's a great gun, but for some reason you're just not able to aim down sights and hit it today.
All right, well,
You have your bonus action and your movement remaining.
no, I know. That's going to be it. She's going to move 5, 10 feet in the direction of Poe, and that's gonna end that turn. I'm coming for you, bud.
Okay.
Just can't do it on this one.
All right, Joko,
All right.
you are now up. Artie's on deck.
And so this Baylor is 30 feet above me, right?
It is 30
Even
feet
where
above you, flying.
I am.
Yes.
Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over to Poe, 20 feet, and I'm going to lay on hands him for 45 healing.
Oh,
Fuck.
bless
I basically
you.
grab him by his his chest and like the clothes there, like grabbing into his like lapel, but also into his like the skin itself, and I yank him up to his feet with like the glowing power, and it blasts through him in a similar way to how it did before, and then I set him down on his feet.
Fuck.
I just want to RP a quick thing. I just want to yell out. Sorry, I thought. My bad, Gavin. I didn't realize I was stepping on you.
No, step on me. Let's go.
I'm just gonna yell out to. All right, we'll continue on from that. As the barrel is starting to point upwards, and I'm in the process of getting out my bullet, I just want to look over at Joko and be like, "Joko, I owe you a drink later," and then like continue the process.
Okay, sounds good. Poe, you're conscious. Even though Joko, like you somewhat set him on his feet, but he's a little wobbly. As you're kind of like, oh, it's been a while since you've been unconscious, Poe. As you're kind of like getting the wind back in your lungs. You're still prone, but you're conscious, and you have the amount of HP that Joko gave you. All right, Joko, that's your action to do so. You have your bonus action and your movement remaining.
Yeah, I moved 20 feet to get here, so I'll move back over here to try and get between Artie and the Baylor.
Okay,
now.
Sounds good. All right, Artie, you're now up. Solaris is on deck.
Okay, so spent 2 turns studying this portal.
Yes, you did.
Is there anything that I saw with that other demon coming out of it that gave me insight into how I could maybe not completely deactivate it, but at least stop other things from coming out? Does that make sense?
Yes. So, now that you studied it for this number of turns, go to make one less intelligence check for me, or investigation checks for me. And I'll say this one because it came out, you're flavoring it, I'll give you advantage.
Cool. 26.
26. Nice. You're starting to piece it together. This thing is a rift to another realm that was ripped open over time. To close it, it's probably going to take time, but you can at least help it along by, you imagine, amplifying the magic of the Feywild, by singing the song that the Ladrin knew, and by using the Remnant of Desolation. You have to kind of like combine them, basically, and use that in front of the portal to basically kind of force it shut, basically force the Feywild to grow over this entrance.
Perfect. Now, I would like to scream out to Fen, Fen, get your ass over here right now! And with my bonus action, I would like to, I'm assuming Poe is holding the Remnant of Desolation in his hand.
He is.
I would like to teleport it into my hand.
Okay, all right. You just barely coming conscious, the bow leaves your grip and grabs onto yours, Artie, as you have the bow in your hand.
Sorry, Poe, I need to use this.
What the? Oh, okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right. Sounds good. It is now Solaris' turn. Solaris is going to strafe up about this much, and he's going to take his 2 pot shots at the Baylor. He's going to yell out while he's doing so, "Do we find something about the portal?" And he's going to take his 2 shots. These finally hit. 22 to hits, 15 piercing, and 11. Nice.
Yes, get your ass over here too.
Okay.
I'll say that after he shoots.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not as much as I was with Fen.
Okay.
Like, Artie doesn't get upset very easily, but
Sounds good.
Artie is screaming at Fen to make sure they can hear him.
Sounds good. He's going to move another 10 feet. I think he has that on his movement. He's going to move this way. All right, that's going to be the end of Solaris' turn. Poe, you're up. Fen, you're on deck.
Okay.
Yoko has his sword out. He's like kind of bearing it toward the Baylor, but he's gonna look back towards Artie. What's the plan, Artie?
I need them to sing and hold this, and I'll hold out the bow. Just protect them.
All right.
Okay. Well, now that I don't have my powerful weapon.
Sorry, bud. I figured that was easier than trying to make you come over here too.
Yeah.
Well, but doesn't the weapon have to be like attuned to you?
I don't
for you
know.
to use
I
it?
don't know if that's an issue. Then we'll come to it when we come to it. But I mean, I don't think he's going to be across the battlefield. Hopefully.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think I understand what you're trying to do, so I'm going to hang out nearby. Daniel, because I went unconscious, did I lose my haste, or do I still have it? It's not a concentration.
You did lose your haste. Yeah, you went unconscious.
Okay. Gotcha. In that case, now, do I want to... Anyone can do disengage as an action.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
Isn't he 30 feet up, though?
He is. Well, yeah, he's not within 5 feet of you. He's 30 feet above you.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Well, in that case, I'm going to bonus action dash.
Okay.
And just get my little butt. I have 50 feet, so I'm going to go like...
Sounds good. Use half your movement to get up, which would have been 10 feet, but you can still get over wherever you want to. 50
So I can do 40, right?
Yeah, you can go 40 there.
So that's
If you come
40
near me, I can hand it back to you, but whatever.
Great. I'm just going here for now, and then I'm going to upcast Cure Wounds at 3rd level for myself.
Sounds good.
So it's going to be 3d8 plus 6, 20 healing points for me.
All right.
Sounds good.
And then that is the end of my turn.
Okay, perfect. Fen, it is now your turn.
All right, well, hearing the sheer panic in Artie's voice, Fen is going to take the dash action. So I'm going to come 60 feet.
Okay.
I'll go right over there.
All right.
And then I will use... Oh god, it makes me so nervous to be close to these guys. But I will use Face Step as my bonus action to come another 30 feet.
Okay. Closer.
I'll bring myself
Nice.
Right
up
there? Okay.
Yep. Sorry, I have to switch tools.
You're good. As you...
There we go.
And your Face Step is magic from the Feywild, so you're totally fine. As you vanish in a cloud of butterflies and flowers and appear once again in a cloud of butterflies and flowers.
Cute.
Daniel, this is my wild magic for Cure Wounds, 17.
Cute magic.
Okay, sounds good.
Cute.
All right. Well, you're starting. Feathers are starting to sprout out of your chin, buddy.
Oh, nice.
All right.
He's becoming a bird.
Okay.
Facial hair, nice.
Next up are the demons' turns. This one is going to be coming up to you, Artie.
So,
As you watch as each of its limbs As you
lot of
see, are
limbs.
6 attacks against
That is
you.
a
6
lot
in
of
total.
limbs.
6
don't
in
like it.
total are going to begin slashing out at you.
Jeez. Fuck.
It's
Excuse
7 total attacks.
That's you.
Oh my god.
Oh
I-
my.
I'm going to be using shield, so my AC is 24. You can tell me how many hit.
The 26 hits, and that's it. And the tail hits with
Sick.
28.
Sick, I'll take it. Level 1
Okay,
spell.
so
worth.
10 slashing damage for the first one.
Nice.
I need you to make a concentration save.
Okay. That was a 20.
That succeeds with flying colors, and then 28 to hit does 14 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled as the tail wraps around your body and starts to constrict you.
I
You
don't
are
like it.
restrained.
I'm restrained.
You're restrained. The bow being pressed up against your body.
Fair enough.
All right. Next up is the Baylor's turn. The Baylor, who does he want to attack? He doesn't like you, Joko. You've been the one that's been doing the most damage. He's gonna fly down within 10 feet of you, not within 5 feet. He's gonna take his attack with his whip and then his sword as he's gonna sail overhead. The first one is a 31 to hit. Does he have disadvantage against you because of our enmity? Andrew, you're muted.
He's at his disadvantage because it's a 1 to hit, because I used protection from evil and good.
Evil and good. Nice. So he falls onto the ground,
Yeah.
actually in front of you as he misses his attack, and then gets up with his second one, kind of like having now on the ground and grounded, is going to lash at you with the whip. That's going to be a 31 to hit, and that does a total of 30.
It's gonna be a
damage.
20. It's gonna be a 29 to hit.
29 to hit. Sorry, yes, because it's disadvantage. It's still a
It's a 29 to
hit.
hit, actually, not 31. Yeah, it's
excuse
still
me,
hits.
DM, it still hits.
Yeah. So that's 30 damage. This is magical weapons, by the way.
Crud.
Crud, yes.
Was it the whip that hit me?
It was the whip that hit you. Yes. You don't have to succeed on a
Okay.
strength saving throw. You're within 5 feet of it.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, that is going to be the end of the demon's turns. Emran, you're up now.
All right. Emran is going to load her bullet,
Come on, Emerin.
Load a bullet.
and then it's going to move up 5 feet,
Okay.
and then end the turn.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Getting closer with the sniper rifle.
Getting closer.
Let's
All
see.
right.
Huh?
Okay, Joko, you are up.
Oh wait, let me quickly roll con save.
Oh,
For,
yes. You have to beat a 15.
18.
You
I'm
beat
still
it.
protected
You're
from
still
evil and
protected
good.
from evil and good. Nice stuff. It's your
Get
turn.
owned. Okay, now I'm gonna beat the shit out of this Baylor.
Yeah.
with
Now
my
that it's on the
sword.
ground.
It's a
25.
28 to hit.
28 hits.
28 to hit. Nice try, Daniel. I have advantage on everything
27.
right now.
Nice stuff, man. Nice stuff. Andrew, I love you, buddy. I want you guys to succeed. Take a breather.
Also,
Alright.
I'm doing I'm gonna do a level. What did I do last time?
You did
I was doing level
3?
I was doing level 3 last time.
Yeah.
I'll do a level 2 Smiteson.
Nice stuff. As your sword ignites with radiant energy once again, smoking and glowing as the serrated edge starts to sail down, whistling through the air.
And this is a fiend,
It is
right?
indeed a fiend, so you get extra.
I get
D8.
my extra damage.
Yes, you do.
48. That's 25 radiant damage on top of all
On
that.
top of the
Nice. Good
20,
rolls.
on top of the 27.
On top of the 27, yes.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
I want to for flavor, I'm gonna cleave this one. I want to cleave off his one of his wings,
Mm-hmm.
and then as he's kind of like falling off balance, I want to do a slash straight up of his toppling form and slice off his arm to his head.
Oh gosh, nice. Yeah. So as you cleave down with the first attack, it's that your like sword as it sails down, whistling and like starting to sing through the air. It bursts with that radiant white light, and you watch as like a thin line of radiant energy just severs the wing, and he begins to topple off of balance. You step up, kicking him in the shin, so he like falls down, and as he does so, off balance, you carve like a butcher through like just like almost shredding through meat. You hit the underside of his armpit. It just begins to cut and shred through like a saw blade up through his rib cage into his sternum as you hear the cracks of multiple bones as it comes straight up, saving off the jawbone and the top of the ear as about his top third of his torso slides off and falls away onto the ground. As the two heads like look at you in disgust and in dismay, you watch as the whole body begins to glow and ignite, and it explodes. I need Fen, Artie, Joko. Let me see if you're within range. Yeah, you're within range, Poe. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. As the Baylor explodes, the Meredith also has to do it as well.
The one saving throw that we don't have advantage on.
I know, right? Feels bad. The intellect fortress, so good.
So
good.
Useful. I mean, the demon next to you already fails, so that's cool.
23.
6.
23 for Fen.
23, that succeeds. 6 already, that fails.
17.
17.
I already used my reaction field.
That unfortunately fails. And Poe, 14. That fails. As it explodes, you remember it did this in the halls of Alucard's fortress. Poe, you brace yourself as you remember what this felt like back then, and it was not pleasant. You take 56 points of fire damage. I rolled a lot of ones. You guys are actually very lucky. As it explodes out and the flames just lick up against you, doing massive amounts of damage.
Poe is going to
absorb elements.
Absorb elements?
Poe is also going to use absorb elements.
Nice.
No, I can't. I already used my reaction.
Use your reaction.
Unless I can try to force a second reaction, but I don't think I can do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Unless I can break the rules.
Also,
please,
Artie, you
DM,
were
please.
restrained, so you would automatically fail this dexterity saving throw, unfortunately.
Oh, it's okay. I'm down.
Yeah. You are unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a wizard, dude.
He's unconscious.
I have
and
a high
in the grasp
AC, but I
of the
don't got a
Merilith.
lot of the HPs.
Yeah. Poe, you absorb elements, so you only take half of this, which is
23.
23. Joko, protection from evil and good is down. 23.
Also,
Joko,
the intellect fortress is down, so everyone gets
also
a massive
down.
migraine.
Poe, are you still conscious?
Oh yeah, I'm chilling. I'm healed.
Okay, nice. All right. Okay. Joko, that was your first attack.
Yes. And now I'm mad.
Very angry.
What were you before?
Flames
Joko?
licking up your scorched form of your body. You all having like 2nd and 3rd degree burns all over.
Joko turns his like mangled face because he was literally 5 feet away from that explosion. Turns his mangled like eyebrowless burnt face towards this demon and is gonna do slow Putin walk towards it. And then
I don't know what that is, but I
Like
didn't
a shart walk.
bring down the sword.
All right, go to make your attack.
24 to hit.
That hits.
And then yeah, fuck this demon. I'm doing a level 4 smite.
Smiter!
All right, do it.
So that is going to be it would be 5d8, but this is 6d8.
6d8.
Because it's a
because it's a
fiend.
demon. It is a fiend. Ooh.
What?
Low
Wow.
roll.
It's
Wow, what good
Roll.
damage.
19.
What good damage.
Ooh. So 19 plus 16. Okay, that's
That sucks.
That's still 43. That's still 40.
35.
It's 35. Thank you. 35. Math.
That was less than my that was less than my
Alright. Yeah. The Meredith's looking.
that was less than my level 2.
I know. The Meredith's looking a little bloodied. Just unfortunate rolls. 43 on the wild surge. For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns. As you feel like this Fey energy begin to gather around your feet, the smoke and radiant energy not quite gone from your Vow of Enmity. Also, you had something proc from your Vow of Enmity, right? When you kill a creature with it? When you kill your
do I?
your
No,
enmity
I don't think
creature?
so.
No, it's not?
Yeah,
Okay.
you heal a creature within 5 feet of you, of your choice.
I don't know about that. Alright, sounds good, Joko. Is that in your turn?
That is the
Bonus
end
action.
of my
Okay.
turn.
Artie, it is your turn. You are currently rolling your first death saving throw.
I wish I had my contingency right now. This would be a
been
good use of it. But alas, here we are. Do I just message you on my own?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll
He-
Just
message
whisper it.
He passes out, and Fen is like, "Oh, that's why you need that doll for."
you.
Got it. Yeah.
No, that does make some sense now.
You watch as Artie is currently grasped within the tail of this snake woman. Oh, Joker, that was you. Okay.
Yeah, I was just I didn't know what that
Jesus.
You made my heart drop, dude. You made my heart drop.
Dude, me too.
Oh my god.
did. I was
Okay.
just practicing. I didn't know I could click that button.
Oh, dude. Oh my
For
god.
those that are watching, we just had a death save on a crit just come up in the side of the screen.
Yeah, we had no
Nobody having
idea.
any
Oh my
contact.
god, yeah. Like Joker just freaking crit failed, but it's not even him rolling the death save. My god. All right, Solaris is up. Solaris is going
Moving
to
forward.
strafe. Actually, you know what he's gonna do? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to teleport. Boom, here with his face step. And when he does so, I believe they have to make a wisdom save against being frightened of him. I'm just gonna double check
Nice.
that. Face step.
Also, the intellect fortress drops.
Yes.
For
just
summer-
impressive.
I don't know if that actually affects anyone, but that
For
does.
summer, they take fire damage.
They do.
Daniel.
No, this is something else.
Oh,
This is he's gonna use his fearsome presence, so he needs to make a
Oh.
wisdom saving throw against it. This is not magical, and it fails, so it is now frightened of him.
nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice, good stuff. So he's scared. All right. So that's Solaris' turn. That's his action, I believe. All right, Poe, you are up. Fen's on deck.
So this thing is scared and just got beaten up. Is it still grappling dead Artie?
It is
Unconscious Artie?
It's like in its tail. Its
Okay,
tail is like
don't
a
want me
like a
dead.
prehensile tail, and like is like just controlling Artie within it. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to 25. Okay, I'm just gonna run up to this thing, pounce on it,
Okay.
and try to free Artie.
All right, sounds good. Are you just gonna grapple it, trying to like free him from it?
Yeah, fucking
Go to make
strength on
go to make a
strength.
contested athletics check for me. This is gonna be your first attack because this is a grapple check.
Great. Oh, hell yeah. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You wrench him out of there, just pulling him out of the snake's grasp and like getting him on the ground about 5 feet away from you. Good stuff.
Okay, sick.
And you have your second attack.
Okay, so he's there.
Where do you want to put him?
Second
Where
attack.
do you want to wrench him
can,
out of?
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll put him between me and Solaris right
Okay.
there. Second attack, but it's a weapon only. Dude, I want to just full body tackle this thing into the portal. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. This is a second
I
grapple
know I'm
check.
3
This
feet
is a
tall,
shove.
but let's
This
go.
is a shove. Go to make a athletics check.
Okay. Not as great this time. That is 12.
It rolled a 10.
Oh, hell
As you, even with all your might, just in desperation and adrenaline rushing through your body, you just like tackle it and shove it as hard as you can as you watch as it falls into that like weird goopy expanse of this rift in space, and it falls and it vanishes into the portal.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Fuck that thing.
I fucking close it now.
Yeah. And then since I assume we're out of combat,
Yes. Or you're
Okay.
waiting. The bubbling of the portal is still there. You don't know when the next time
Totally.
another one is going to come through.
immediately I'm going to use my left hand to grab the bow. Sorry, Fen. I'm going to grab the bow out of Artie's hand, and then right hand cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, sounds good. Artie, you're cured as you come back to consciousness.
I'm back, baby.
13
Alright.
total for you, Artie.
Don't self-cast fireball as wild magic after this.
Poe, I need you to make I need you to make a
Oh
wild
my
magic
God.
search, please.
That's right. 31.
31.
The fireball number.
Poe's like, great, awesome. As he like, as he smiles up to you, and then he vanishes, bow in hand, gone.
What?
Poe, You appear, and you're floating as you look out to a massive expanse of stars as you go, oh no, 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 no.
No, 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 no. What?
Oh my god.
What? Am I falling or floating?
You are in the astral plane, floating.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
You can breathe in there, right?
Why did I grab the bow?
I grabbed the bow from him. Teleport away, suckers.
Oh my god.
What are you guys doing? You guys have another 6 seconds of a round.
Then you go, then
I'm
me.
gonna hand Artie one of my potions of greater healing
Okay, you do so.
or greater health potion.
Is there any bubble
okay, Adi.
forming?
There is no pustule forming yet.
Okay.
Adi, backup plan.
I
No
don't know.
bow.
Everyone just needs to sing the like do that thing. I'm not. Ben, you know how to do
Okay.
it. Just sing it near the
Yeah.
portal, and focus on the Fae.
Fen, that's you and
And-
me.
All right,
You remember,
Fen.
right?
Yeah,
All right.
Fen starts singing.
I need you to make a performance check for me, please. The Solaris is
Performance
doing the
check.
same.
I
Can I
have
guide
my
one of them?
rifle
Yes, you
ready.
can. You can
Daniel.
guide. Yes, you can guide one of them. Yes.
I'll guide Fen.
You guide.
Oh,
Fen.
can I help Snow?
You mean
Or
Solaris?
Solaris, excuse me.
Sounds good. He's the captain. Yes, you can. So he'll do it at advantage.
Fen gets a D4.
Oh, nice. I need it. Oh, good. I rolled a 4. Okay, so that's the 11 plus 5, 16.
16. Solaris himself rolls a 18. You watch as the plants begin to like spark with like a little bit of green in the midst of the purple and begin to like start to arc over the portal, but it's still slow. You don't know how long this is going to take.
Okay.
All right,
I
you
just
take
keep
another
singing.
6 seconds or so. Poof! Poe, you appear once again, no longer in the astral plane, standing there.
Oh, sick.
I'm just
And
gasping.
Back. What do we do?
Okay. Poe, you bring the bow over to it, and maybe like have Fen and Solaris also hold on to the bow. Like everyone hold the bow, sing the song, pray if you have any gods you believe in. Make up a new god. Don't really care. Any pustules forming?
There seems to be a couple of bubbles forming at the tip.
A
of the
couple of
portal
bubbles?
of the.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm gonna look at one of the bubbles, and while they're singing, I'm just going to look at one of the bubbles and cast Disintegrate on it.
Okay, sounds good. As a ray goes out, you don't have to roll to hit. It's a bubble, or I guess yeah, you have to roll to. It has to make a saving
It
throw.
has to make a deck save.
I mean, it can't make a deck save. It's just a pustule.
Well,
It
then get
automatically
wrecked,
fails, and it. You watch as one of them kind of splint. The magic enters and splinters off as you watch as one of them vanishes. The other two kind of like pulling together.
Okay, quick,
Um,
sing, hurry.
Yeah, I walk up to it and I hold out the bow with both hands, like offering the magic up to this portal
All right,
of the bow.
sounds
I walk
good.
up, I put my hand on the other hand.
Solar stares at
I'm
you,
gonna-
Fen. Joko, yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the portal and stab my sword into it and cast Dispel Magic.
You try and
Ooh.
dispel. It creates this ripple through it, but nothing seems to happen with it, even though there's
I'm
a
trying to
ripple
like
through.
add to this.
Sounds good. As
Okay.
you're all kind of like.
I want to do it at the same time as everyone else is doing their thing to try and add to it.
Sounds good. All right. And Solaris is gonna stare at you, Fen, and say, Fen, no matter what anyone says, this is your home, and this is your magic. Believe that it is.
Right. Yeah. It's mine.
All right. Fen, I want you to roll a performance check with advantage.
All right.
As all of you pool all of your energies into this portal as desperately as you can, trying to keep the demons from once again pooling out onto this plane.
It's a 19.
It's a 19. As you sing and the harmony of you and Solaris fills the air and mixes, creating overtones, as if almost like 3, 4, or 5 more voices are all filling the air in this desperately horrible space. Your migraines, even with the intellect fortress thumping at the backs of your heads. Emran, you laying a hand on the bow. Poe, you thinking on the bow and offering whatever magic you can. Joko, you trying to dispel as forcefully as you can whatever power you have to remove it. The plants begin to grow and strengthen and thicken as the roots begin to wrap around, and this rift begins to, almost like at the edges, the warped space seem to close in on itself, as it almost seems to not only close over but engulf the Feywild, reclaiming nature over even this incursion as the demon portal vanishes. That's where we're gonna pick up our game next time.
Yeah. That was a Captain Planet moment.
Yeah, seriously. All right, y'all.
That was wonderful.
Freaking awesome session. Andrew, I know you had to get out of here, so go ahead and move out, dude. I'll see ya. I wanted to thank a couple of people before we end the stream today. DCats, thank you so much for following. Rhiannon M16, thank you so much for following. And Brex Roland, we appreciate you, girl. Anyways, for all you guys who've been watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. There's more where that came from. 2 more demon incursions to go. But a really, really great victory for the Grim Troupe today. We'll see you soon. See you next week. A huge thank you again to Maka for all of those character templates that she made for us, which looked freaking awesome. We'll do some more adjustments over the week, make sure how we can keep making the stream look even better. But until next time, next Saturday, we'll go ahead and see you guys then. Thank you so much for joining us, and this is Stop, Drop, and Roll.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.